Woo, I'm back. Probably. I'm also probably gonna regret streaming this again. But I haven't continued this game yet after doing part 1, and I also haven't streamed at all in 3 weeks. So, give me a second. I forgot to open Twitch on my phone. It's been 3 weeks. I forgot how to do this. Oh, I still have Maru's stream open. Oops. Okay. Right, yeah, continuing playing this game finally after skipping 3 weeks of streaming. I honestly don't remember where I left off, nor do I remember what voices I even gave them or anything. Oh shit. Ow. Alright, I think I was supposed to grab something for him. I don't remember what it was. I also don't know how long the stream's gonna be because I kinda just wanted to stream because of the fact that I haven't streamed in 3 weeks, but I don't know if it's gonna be a long one. I think it was something in the bathroom that he wanted me to grab. Was there like medicine or something? A first aid kit. You grab the first aid kit from underneath the sink. Oh, I can just go through there. Yay! I'm so great at commentary. You return with the first aid kit and some I forgot how to say that. Thaline, I think it is? Was it? I don't know. Before unwrapping anything, you dampen a cloth with thaline and sweep it gently across his skin. There are still traces of the weekend. I'm already doing shit. I just started. There are still traces of the weekend visible on him. There's dried blood crusted along his ribs and streaks of dirt caught in the curve of his collarbone. You wipe cautiously, as though you might hurt him by touching. You help him ease out of his shirt. You're careful not to bump into any of his injuries. He winces when he lifts his arms, the fabric dragging against the bandages. Hello! Hi, Yoshi! I'm so good at reading. The cloth wrap underneath is blotched through. It's blotched through and is clinging damply to his skin. You tend to the smaller injuries first, but there are puncture holes in his shoulder from the bite, along with several scrapes and bruises all over his body. I also don't know if it's something with the font of this game, because I swear like I'm terrible at reading specifically this game compared to other visual novel games. I mean, I could be like completely wrong and just bad, but I swear like there's something about like maybe the font that makes it harder for me to read this with any sort of good flow to it or cadence. It's a miracle that there were no broken bones with how beaten and battered his body looked. On to the big one. You work slowly to unwind the... This game is so slow in my brain. Not gonna lie, like it seems interesting and I like it, but I feel like there's too much description. I feel more like I'm reading a book than playing a game. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just the way my brain works. It feels more like a book than a game. You work slowly to unwind the layers one by one, Next, the gauze. It peels away reluctantly, tacky with dried blood. Austin exhales sharply through his teeth as the last strip comes free, exposing his raw, stitched wound to the open air. You hadn't seen it at all until now. You hadn't seen it at all until now, and your heart thinks now that you've gotten a good view. The diagonal gash cutting across his side was clearly something meant to end him. The skin around it is mottled? What? It's mottled purple and yellow, with even deeper bruises than the ones on the rest of his body. Stained with the rusty orange haze of iodine the hospital staff painted on before surgery. For a second, all you can do is stare, your stomach dropping with the realization of how close you came to losing him. Of how much he must trust you to be here like this. You feel the weight of that trust heavy on your shoulders. Whatever it takes, you have to help him. You kneel beside the bed, wetting another square of gauze with saline. The sting in the air makes Austin twitch before it even touches him. Wow! Dialogue, finally! Sorry. What were the voices that I gave them? Sorry, it feels weird. His voice is rough. You're okay. Just breathe. I'll go slow. You clean carefully, working along the edges. Austin grips the blanket in his fist with the cut. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. Ignore me. Austin grips the blanket in his fist when the gauze brushes too close to the stitches. You pat the area dry, cover it with a fresh... You pat the area dry, cover it with a fresh dressing, and wrap a clean bandage snug around his torso. You'll need to redo it again tomorrow. When you lean back, you catch him staring past you, unfocused at first, then his gaze fixes on the kitchen doorway behind you. You hungry? At the mention of food, his posture straightens a little. Yeah, I think so. I'll check what's in the fridge. Sit tight. You wash your hands and return the first aid kit to its spot. There's enough stuff in here to make eggs for breakfast and a sandwich for lunch. I'll have to figure out something else for dinner, though. You take eggs and butter out of the fridge. You pop 2 slices of bread in the toaster and start cooking the eggs for you and Austin. Austin, what are you doing up? You shouldn't move too much. I'm fine. Don't let me distract you. You cook the eggs over easy and put them on plates along with the toasted bread. You bring the plates to the couch, handing one carefully to Austin. It's nothing fancy, eggs and toast with a sprinkle of salt, pepper, and some butter, but it smells good, and you're hoping it'll get something into him. He doesn't say much. He looks at the food for a moment, then picks at it half-heartedly. You okay if I put something on? Just to, not sit in silence. That's fine. I forgot to refill my water bottle before starting stream. That was a bad idea. I mean, it's still pretty full. It's just warm. Like, the temperature of the water is not my preferred water temperature. It's kind of gross to me. You scroll through a few channels until you pause on a news broadcast. The screen flashes bright orange, showing a construction zone with sirens wailing. A TV reporter woman is standing between some half-finished building with concrete pillars and rebar, talking about how work has been halted due to issues with contaminated runoff near the site. See, okay, right here is what I'm talking about. This seems like too much description. instead of describing it, you could have like a Fiji for the TV screen and actually have like the reporter image on the screen and have like actual dialogue for the reporter. And like, I don't know. That's just how it feels like it should be in my brain, but like I'm not like saying it's not a yeah, it works. The game isn't bad or anything. This is just my personal preference of what I would do, or like what I think a game like I know how to speak. Also give me a second. Right. Talking about how work has been halted due to issues with contaminated runoff near the site. Oh, sorry, shit. You fumble for the remote and flip it again. Austin sits there, expression unreadable. You finally stop on a cooking show. There's a clatter of dishes and someone laughing. The food looks way better than the eggs and toast you made. Also, I might just be like yapping and shit because honestly, like, for all I remember, like a lot of the visual novel games that I actually like are also very descriptive. Have a lot of description. I don't know, maybe. My opinion is invalid. People should ignore me, honestly. You finally stop on a cooking show. There's a clatter of dishes and someone laughing. The food looks way better than the eggs and toast you made, and you nearly drool at the sight. Austin turned towards the screen, but his eyes look like they're looking through it rather than at what's... Looking through it rather than at what's playing on it. You quickly finish your meal. You glance down at Austin's plate. He's only taken a few bites. Or maybe he's picked it apart and moved it around. You can't tell. You push down the nagging feeling that maybe leaving him at the hospital might have been the better thing to do. For his sake. Were you not feeling eggs this morning? Guess not. I'm also just terrible at commentary. I don't know why I decided this is that video game streaming it should be the career path I try to go down. I am not a good commentator. Also, hold on a second. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted, but there's things happening. You take his plate from him and carry yours to the sink. You wrap his barely touched food and slide it into the fridge, in case he wants it later. You're trying not to think too hard about how much he's not eating. So, what do you want to do? We could watch something, read, nap. I could set up the game if you're feeling up to it. For a second he stares. You almost repeat yourself. Then his lips move, slow like he's parsing every syllable. Game? He sounds unsure. Yeah, alright, game it is. You boot up the console and pop in the disc. A few seconds later, the title screen pops up and the game theme song fills the room. Austin's been hyping up this one for weeks now. You offer him the controller. He shrugs and takes it. His fingers are slow and clumsy on the buttons. It takes him a minute to navigate his last save file. He misses every quick time prompt, gets stuck in corners, walks his character into a wall, and keeps going. You can't help yourself. Here, let me... You reach for the controller and grab it out of his hands without thinking. You make the character walk forward for a second before you realize... Sorry, didn't mean to. Here, take it. You take it back. Austin blinks at you. He doesn't take the controller back. Honestly, I'm not really feeling this. I'm tired. Oh, I see. Want to lie down then? He nods vaguely. Is that how he nods vaguely? Would it be like subtly? Because like vaguely is more like... Never mind. Again, ignore me. You start to get up to help him, but he waves his hand dismissively. No, it doesn't even say dismissively. Dismissing you. Jesus, what is wrong with me? Also, give me another second. I know I keep getting distracted. I'm sorry. This is gonna be a terrible stream once again. I'm glad you, the viewer who was totally there, has showed up once again to watch me fumble existence. Anyways, I'll be right back. Okay. I need to lock in. I say lock in as if it's not. There's nothing even happening to lock into. I just need to be better at fucking reading, bro. Fucking ass at reading for no reason. You sit back down and watch him shuffle off to the bedroom without another word. His steps are unsteady and his shoulders are hunched forward like gravity is weighing heavier on him than the rest of the room. You stare at the pause screen for a while. Then, sighing, you start a new save file. It's been a few hours. Maybe Austin is finally hungry enough. There's sandwich stuff in the fridge. Maybe he'd take to that better. You put together roast beef and cheese on white bread. Something simple. You also grab the prescription bottle from the counter, shaking it gently before stuffing it in your pocket. You also fill a glass of water and carry it and the food into Austin's room. He's awake. He's awake, sitting propped up with the covers twisted around his legs. His skin still looks pale and a little waxy. Thought you might be hungry. You hand him the plate. He looks at it with the same disinterested glance from earlier, but this time he pulls the sandwich apart and takes the slices of roast beef. Damn. He takes small bites, chewing each mouthful carefully. The bread and cheese sit untouched. He hands you the plate when he's done. The barely eaten meal feels wrong, but you don't say anything. He ate more than he did at breakfast, so I'll consider this a win. Oh, right. You pull the medication out from your jacket pocket. The doctor said to take it with food. I'll take it later. His voice is soft and detached. You hesitate. I think you should take it now. Because that's probably what you should do. I don't know. You hesitate, fingers wrapping tightly around the bottle. You nod and back off. He's an adult. He can take the medication when he's ready. I mean, yeah, but he's also injured. And you should probably tell him to take it. I don't know. Okay, just let me know. Cause is he even gonna eat later? Cause she said to take it with food or whatever, so. You set the on the nightstand behind him and leave them there. You don't want to push. You're not here to control him. You're trying to help. So, about dinner. You don't really have much around in the fridge. I was thinking about picking something up or making something. You have anything in mind? He shakes his head. You lost a lot of blood. Red meat might help. I can make steak? Okay, so he definitely seems to have a thing for meat right now. Austin? I think there's supposed to be an apostrophe S there. Austin's head snaps up toward you. His eyes are sharper and a little brighter than they were a moment ago. Yeah, steak sounds good. Steak sounds good. You are relieved at his enthusiasm. After all day of pushing his food around, finally he seems interested. He seems interested in meat. So, I'll get some broccoli and potatoes to go with it. I'll run to the store and stock up on some food for the week and grab the steak while I'm there. I'll be back soon. Before leaving, you grab Austin's dirty clothes from the bag the nurse gave you the night he left the hospital. You start a load of laundry in the laundry room on the first floor. You'll need to throw them in the dryer when you get back. Okay. Well, what is this? There's another sparkly thingy. Picked up sandwich. What do you mean sandwich? Or did it say sandwich bread? Since I skipped work one day, I can't really afford to get 2 steaks. I'll grab one for Austin and buy a pre-made sandwich for myself. Ah, okay. I'll need to go pick it up before I leave the store. Pick what up? You already grabbed the sandwich. Assorted fruits and vegetables. Give me the broccoli. Picked up broccoli. Thank you. Can I talk to anybody? I get to see my kids this weekend, but I'm not sure what I should buy. Didn't Cameron like Dr. Pepper? I should buy a bunch for him. I don't know, man. Why are you waiting for me? Excuse me, did you need something? No, I don't know. You just started yapping at me. Picked up potatoes. Looks like that's everything. Time to check out at the register. What do you say? There's someone wearing the exact same outfit as me over there. Awkward. She looks like she's a little more than wearing the same outfit as you. She looks like she's, wearing the same skin and hair as you. Maybe we read the same fashion magazine? Yeah, alright. I'm supposed to be stocking the shelves, but I don't really feel like doing that right now, so I'm trying to act busy down here. You won't tell on me, right? I don't care, man. I hate grocery shopping. I'm not here to socialize. Okay? My bad. Fuck you. Green hair. Do you think they sell hair dye at the grocery store? My green is fading. Is it? That looks really green. What is that? You're in the way. Oh, that's the cashier. Never mind. I can help you whenever you're ready. Yeah, give me a second. I want to see what the other... how embarrassing. Okay, whatever. Don't care. Just those for today? Yes, that's everything. Yes, that's everything. Thanks. Time to go back to Austin's place and cook. Yay! What is this? The shelves look particularly empty. Maybe someone should be stocking them. Yeah, the employee over there, but I wanted to know what the colored stuff was. Is it dye? You head back to Austin's apartment. Which one is this one? Laundry room is to your left. Is that this? This? Hello? To my left. Yeah, that would be this way. Maybe it's this one. Am I stupid? I mean, yes, but That's not what I meant to click at all. Oh, what? Why didn't it work the first time? You go in to move Austin's clothes to the dryer, but when you go in, Austin's clothes are already dried and folded neatly on top of the dryer. It seems like someone else's clothes is spinning in the dryer. Maybe the landlord? Or that weird neighbor guy? Yay, okay. Jesus. So many. Why are there so many boxes in the hall? Whose boxes are they? Like, I'd understand if there was, like, some boxes in the hall. Why is there so many? Why are they everywhere? Finally, Jesus. The living room is dim. Light filters through the blinds in orange stripes, spilling across the couch. You're surprised to see Austin, hunched forward, elbows on his knees. Ow. My stomach hurts. Ugh, Jesus. He really shouldn't be moving around without help. But the moment he hears the bags crinkle, his head lifts slightly. You sigh and start unloading. The meat is red, heavy, and bone-in. Cooking time, yeah. You put the freshly washed clothes on top of the microwave. Why would you put it on the microwave? At least, like, put it on the table. Or, like, on the couch. Why on the microwave? You'll move it after dinner. What is wrong with you? I got steak, broccoli, and potatoes. And some other stuff that should be good for at least a week. I tried to grab a cut that looked like it had the most marbling. Hopefully it's good. You look in the bottom cabinets for the cookware. There's the cutting board, and here's the pan. You don't need to be saying all that. Just start cooking, dude. When you stand back up, cutting board in hand, you notice Austin standing in the kitchen. Dude, you scared me. You put the pan on the stove and lay the cutting board on the counter. You carefully lay the meat on top. Did you want to help cook or something? Nah, just watching. It's too big to cook evenly the way it is. Not with the dull little pan Austin keeps under his sink anyway. Okay, well, how do you want it cooked? Medium rare, maybe? That used to be your thing, right? Sure. That wasn't the right voice. Or, his voice is supposed to be deeper. I am tired. Why do I do this to myself all the time? You grab one of the only kitchen knives that Austin has in his apartment. It's not really meant for this sort of job, but it should do the trick. It's thin, serrated, and slightly bent near the handle. You brace the steak with one hand and presses this blade down. And press the blade down? The meat resists for a moment. It's slick and cold beneath your fingers. The knife slips and skids off the bone, nearly taking your palm with it. Brother! But you catch yourself in time, heart lurching into your throat. You drop the knife and the metal clatters against the cutting board. Did you actually cut yours? Are you good? That could have been bad. You stare at your hands, thankful that nothing worse happened. You don't want to try again with the same knife, but none of the other knives in the kitchen will do. Your mind wanders back to the day of the scrapyard, and you remember that you put... What? Your mind wanders back to the day of the scrapyard, and you remember that you put the knife in your own backpack when you found Austin's backpack at the hill. Hi! I'm totally not struggling to read. That's not happening at all. You pull it out of your bag and take it out out of its sheath. You exhale, steadying yourself. The knife slices through the meat as if it were warm butter. Even so, you go slower and more carefully. Every moment is deliberate. No mistakes this time. The steak cuts down to size easily. You heat up the pan and place the meat on it. The steak hisses as it sears. Juices Juices bubbling up and dancing in the pan. The smell is rich and iron-heavy. You clean the knife and return it to your bag. You move on to the sides. You get the water for the potatoes boiling and get the broccoli steaming. Once everything is finished, you plate it up and place it on the table in front of Austin. You sit down with your pre-made sub sandwich from the store and sit down. Okay, well, see, it's not even, if you're gonna be like, oh, you sit down with the pre-made sub sandwich, at least actually, like, put a sandwich in front of Riley. This is the same, they both have the same thing. Come on, dude. When you put the plate in front of him, he tears into the steak immediately. His teeth sink through the meat with ease, and for a moment he holds it there, eyes half-lidded, his mouth closed and chewing slowly, like he wants it to last. Bro is a freak for the meat right now. Bro. It's been days since he's eaten anything, and you can tell he's savoring it. He swallows and a breath escapes him. Then the next bite and the next. Each piece disappears faster than the last. Oh my god. Okay, man. Jesus. He presses his fork to the plate, dragging it through the juices like he's trying not to waste a drop. When I said he was a freak for the meat, like that face is definitely something. He presses his fork to the plate, dragging it through the juices like he's trying not to waste a drop. One finger swipes along the rib and then disappears into his mouth. You stare. You can't help it. The dullness in his skin fades bit by bit, like something is waking up beneath it. With every bite, it's like you can physically see life returning to him. The broccoli sits untouched and the potatoes are barely nudged. He doesn't look at them. He leans back with a slow, deep breath and his usual crooked smile tugging at the corner of his mouth. My god. He looks at you rather than through you for the first time all day, and you can see that his eyes are brighter and more focused. Yay! He runs the hand over his face as if he's surprised by how different he feels. I actually feel a lot better. Thank you, Riley. I mean it. Seriously. It was really good. I swear you spoil me. I could spoil you, Lauren. Good, I'm glad. It's working. You're helping. You did this. Oh yeah, you need to take an antibiotic with your meal. The doctor seems pretty serious about it. Is it still next to your bed? Yeah, sure, it's in there. I'll take it. Alright, freak. He starts to head that way, then pauses near the door. Thanks, Rye. I couldn't have gone through today without you. I'm just helping out my best friend. It's the least I can do. He nods once and disappears into his room, with a soft click of the door behind him. I mean, if the, like, freaky part of the game, or cannibalistic part of the game is about to pick up, then I'm gonna get more interested. I'm still struggling with reading, though. But I am intrigued. Ow. You stand in the kitchen for a while after he's gone. The steak knife still lies on the counter. You clean everything slowly, hands moving on autopilot, rinsing dishes, scrubbing the pan, wiping down the counter, that kind of stuff. Ow. You pack away the untouched vegetables. You pack away the untouched vegetables in a container and set them in the fridge for him to finish later, or for when he gets hungry again. By the time you're done, I don't think bro's gonna eat those vegetables. By the time you're done, the sun has dipped low behind the horizon line. It's time for bed before you even realize it. You could stay here again tonight to be close in case he needs anything. Or maybe you should go home and give him some space. You could shower and get some restful sleep in your bed. Is this a choice I actually get to make, or am I making this choice? Is he asleep? I shouldn't disturb him while he's sleeping. Alright. If I get the choice, I'm staying here. Like, if I click the couch. Go to sleep on the couch or go home and sleep in your own bed. Couch. Couch. I'm staying here. I'm staying with my man. The couch is less comfortable than your own bed. You'd get more rest at home. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure, bitch. I should turn the lights off first. Woo! Pee-pee time. Couch. Woo! Also, yeah, I do apologize. I feel like I'm being, like, annoyingly critical of the game. Again, I want to clarify. I like the game. I'm not saying it's a bad game. And I am interested in the storyline and all that. My brain just isn't good. And I suck at reading. And all, like, the descriptions is very difficult for my brain to handle. Even though it's because I'm, I don't know, fucking pathetic and suck at everything. But for the record, I am not saying that that's the issue with the game. It's more of an issue with me. You fall asleep. Rain pounds on your windshield. Your wipers. Oh, am I dreaming? Your wipers can barely keep up. Is this a dream or a flashback? The heater's blowing stale, lukewarm air, and Austin slumped in the passenger seat, soaked to the skin. The rain did nothing to wash away the stench of beer and smoke. From where? His lips split and his knuckles are scraped. His eyes are glassy on focus. What happened? What? Did he drink? Is he drunk, or is it like a bar fight or something? I don't know. You came. His voice is thick and slurred. It's barely louder than the rumble of the engine. I didn't think you'd come. I thought maybe you hated me for real this time. I almost didn't. It's a sad, humorless laugh. I didn't start anything. Well, I kinda did. I called Ryan a prick. Ryan? Sorry, this is completely unrelated to anything that's relevant. I have a character named Ryan, and I have been doing lore stuff related to him, writing down stuff and drawing him recently. So, has nothing to do with anything. Although he is a prick. So, that, on the same page there. I called Ryan a prick. He got in my face, and then it all went south. He lifts a hand, gesturing vaguely at the air. He smirks weakly, then winces when split in his lip holes. He goes silent. I'm so stupid, man. Always have been. I do dumb shit, say stuff I don't mean. Thought it's only me that gets hurt. Turns out, he exhales. Turns out I was wrong. You glance over. His head rests against the fog glass. I don't mean to hurt you. I don't think. I don't think. I go, and then shit's already broken. Sorry. Your throat is tight. You want to tell him it's fine, but that's not the whole truth. He does hurt you sometimes, without meaning to. I'm sorry, too. You stare straight ahead at the red glow of the stoplight, bleeding into the rain. For hovering, for needing you to need me. There's a heavy silence between the two of you. You deserve a better friend than me. Someone who doesn't screw everything up. Someone who doesn't drag you into all my messes. He gives you a weak smile. But you're here. You always come, and I don't know why. Maybe it's how we are. Maybe we just accepted it. He rubs at his face, trying to get the blood off his lip. Yeah, maybe we have. My place? Yeah, if that's cool. The rain thrums on the roof. You drive in silence. You know you'll be sleeping on the couch tonight. And maybe always on nights like this. But for now, it doesn't matter. The sentence, like, the phrasing of it sounds kind of like a couple on the verge of divorce is like, oh, I'm gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight. Like that kind of thing. Woo! You wake up. Time to check on Austin. Yay! As you reach for the door handle, you hear a crash on the other side of the door. That's not great. You hurriedly rush in to see what happened. Ow! Why are you on the floor? In the center of the room, Austin is... In the center of the room, sprawled on the floor, is Austin, buried in books and paper and dust. What are you doing, man? You rush over to his side. As you place your hands gently on him to help him up, he groans. To Austin, hey. I feel like I'm doing so bad with the cadences of everything still. It's very annoying to me. I don't know why. Give me a second. Ow. Maybe he just wanted to get out of bed and tripped. You look around and notice that the scattered objects on the floor were items from his bookshelf. It looks like he had tried to catch himself but fell anyway, with how far everything had been flung. You're surprised that the whole bookshelf hadn't toppled over. In any case, it wasn't the time to scold him about walking around. Let's get you out of this mess. I'll replace your bandages out in the living room. Out in the living room, where it's a little less messy, yeah? I'll clean up in here afterwards. You reach your hand out. Austin looks at it for a few seconds, a hazy expression on his face before his eyes focus a bit more, and he reaches towards you. You get him... I wonder how long this game actually is. Like, I wonder if I can finish it this stream, or if I'd have to do another one. You get him under his arm. What? Ah. He groans again and clumsily finds his feet. That's what I should save. I'm gonna just overwrite it. Also, I think there is multiple endings to this game, but like depending on how like much you have to do to get other endings, I'm probably not even gonna bother to try to get more than one, so whatever ending I end off on, it's probably just gonna be the ending we're going with. His body is clammy, but steady enough for the both of you to hobble over to the couch in the living room. You set him down on the couch. A quick once-over of his body tells you that the fall didn't get him too bad, but you can't be sure until you get a look under the bandages. There was a possibility some of the stitches opened up. Or maybe he bruised himself somewhere? You head to the bathroom and get the first aid kit and saline, and quickly return to Austin. Before you start, Austin speaks up. It must suck, huh? Tending to someone's wounds for spring break instead of kicking back at home. He gives a small smile, but it doesn't reach his eyes. Honestly, the whole situation is a mess. Ow. Sure, it's a lot, but if it's for you, I can do it. You click open the box and pull the supplies out. We went through this yesterday, so you know the drill. Austin hesitates, then sighs. He reaches his arm up slowly and pulls the shirt over his head. His skin is still pale and marred by bruises that are yellowing around the edges. And the less severe scrapes and cuts are already scabbing over. My voice sounds weird. I need water. Bleh. Water is warm and weird. I don't like it. You go to peel one of the small strips of bandage from his collarbone and freeze. Goddamn. Fresh and angry scratches crisscross around his neck. No way you missed those before. Is he on some like werewolf shit? What the hell? Austin, did you... He blinked at you, confused. Your neck. These weren't here yesterday. Did you get these in the fall? Or did you scratch at your neck at some point? Austin cranes his neck, fingers, I was about to say fingering. Fingers grazing the red race streaks. He shrugs. I don't know. Doesn't hurt, though. Maybe he did it in his sleep. Maybe he had been bitten by a bug, causing him to scratch at the bite. If it's not bothering him, I shouldn't press the issue. You swallow down your anxiety. Your stomach churns with unease. You continue where you left off and work your way through the bandaged wounds on his shoulders and arms. You make quick work of it and take mental notes of the status of everything. Honestly, everything looks like it's healing up nicely. And then to the big one. Same as the day before, you unwind the cloth wrap and get to the gauze. Austin sits silent, face neutral as you undo each loop. Alright, pulling off the gauze now. My stomach hurts, bro. Not fun. You pinch on the gauze and pull gently at the layers to reveal the large gash across his torso. To your relief, you don't see anything bleeding, and with that the ball of tension that had been winding tight in your chest unraveled all at once. You hadn't realized you were holding your breath until now. The fall hadn't hurt him. The wound looked brutal and angry yesterday, like it would tear open again if he so much as breathed wrong. Today, it looked almost tame. You used fresh saline-soaked gauze to clean the wound. Austin's face remained stoic with each dab. You can see red ridges already forming at the edges of the... You can see red ridges... I don't like reading. can see red ridges already forming at the edges of the wound, where the stitches held the torn open flesh together. Scar tissue is already starting to form. The gentle rise and fall of his chest under. Ow! The fuck? Oh, is that the game? I heard like the heartbeat sound effect and I was like, what the fuck is that? The gentle rise and fall of his chest under your hands draws your eyes, muscles tensing slightly with each breath. As you smooth it down, just for a moment, the bandage shifts beneath your palm. It feels like something's wriggling under his skin. Ew. Like something's pushing against the cloth. Okay. You snap your hand back with a start. You blink, and the illusion breaks. Austin shifts with a wince, his ribs flexing against flexing against the pressure of your hand. It was just muscle, just him moving around a bit. You force your hands to stay steady as you wind a fresh layer of cloth around Austin's torso. When you step back to straighten up, you can't seem to shake the unease that lingers in your chest. There, better. Thanks. His voice is low. You help him get his shirt back on. It's the least I could do. Anyway, don't move while I go pick the stuff up off your floor. It'll only take a sec. We can discuss breakfast after that. You put away the first aid kit, wash your hands again, and head into Austin's room to clean up. Cleaning should clear your head a bit. Okay, cleaning time, yay. Piece of driftwood carved to look like a dragon. Is that what that was? You put it back to the shelf where it belongs. A textbook on human anatomy for a class Austin took last semester. You put it back on the shelf where it belongs. Old receipts. You could probably just toss these away. Huh? It's a photograph of you and Austin at a party you went to together. It brings back the memory from that time. It was the beginning of senior year in high school. Flashback time? You had always heard of the ragers held at the Stevenson's house. You never experienced one yourself, but the stories, the rumors about fights, drunken dares, and people passing out in the yard spread fast at the school. Even without seeing it firsthand, you had a pretty good feeling it wasn't your idea of a good time. After the last late night call, you realized going along had always been easier than leaving him to his own devices. That's how you found yourself on Justin Stevenson's couch, his family dog licking at your hand while bath thuds through the drywall and the ceiling fan clicking as it spins too fast overhead. Most of the faces blur together, kids from other classes and people who wouldn't remember your name if you told them twice. Austin had gotten you a cup of some alcoholic concoction from the kitchen and shoved it into your hand before vanishing into the crowd, swallowed up by music and laughter. You take a few sips just to be polite. You'll stick to water after this. You already know you're the one driving him home. Austin kept disappearing and reappearing. He always had a plastic cup glued to one hand and his arm slung around someone's shoulder, grinning wide at things you can't hear. You check your watch, then the front door, then your cup again. Having fun? He's behind you before you notice, leaning over the couch, the smell of alcohol heavy on his breath. Totally. You hope the sarcasm flies over his head. He chuckles, gives your shoulder a lazy, friendly slap before disappearing again. He's gone again. You don't expect to see him again for a while. To your surprise, only 5 minutes later, Austin comes back and tugs at your shirt collar. Come on, I've got something that'll loosen you up. You hesitate only a moment before following him upstairs, winding through the noise until you step out onto the balcony. Two guys are out there, passing a joint between them and laughing at nothing. The smoke drifts and curls in the air, hanging over the railing like a fog. This will help. He takes the joint from one of the guys and draws in a long practice drag. He holds it for a few seconds, grinning and blowing the smoke towards the balcony rail. He turns to you, offering it with a tilt of his head. You stare at it. You don't have to. But he's smiling like he already knows your answer. It was a look that said, I'll still like you even if you say no, but I'll like you more if you say yeah. But I'll like you more if you say yes. Also, the thing with the visual novel games is that, like, I genuinely, like, get so, like, hyper focused on, like, the actual reading aspect that I don't take in the information and do as much commentary as I should. For, again, the fact that I'm streaming, there should be more commentary coming from me. At least I think. What is the appropriate amount of commentary for this kind of game? Because it's like, if I'm just reading it without actually saying anything else, I don't know. I'm thinking too much. You take it and inhale too fast. It burns in the back of your throat. You double over, coughing. Your body caught between the feeling of trying to breathe, but also not breathe at the same time. Austin laughs. He slaps your back once or twice. He takes another hit himself, then leans back, watching you struggle. Alright, man. When you finally catch your breath, he holds it out to you again. You study it for a second, willing yourself to take it slow this time and do it right. This time you take it slower, letting it fill your lungs. You choke back a cough and your and your head spins a little. As the warmth spreads. Oh, so these games would be better if I actually edited my videos and edited all the awkward pauses that I do, but I'm too lazy for that. Hey, see? Not so bad, right? Austin throws his arm over your shoulders cheerfully. You're a quick learner. How'd you get so smart? You glance up at him, still dizzy. Austin's joy must be contagious, because you realize you're now smiling as well. It's nice to let loose sometimes, huh? Honestly, it did feel nice. Earlier it felt like you were an alien observing Austin's world from afar. But he saw you, extended his hand, and pulled you into that world. He made you feel wanted. Made you feel like less of an outsider. You're about to say something back to him when you spot someone waving a camera. The two of you turn and pose, just in time for the shutter. You step back and your chest feels tight. The noise, the smoke, the chaos of that night, it all rushes back. Austin's grin frozen in the image that makes your hands tremble slightly. Why does Austin still have this? It's a photo of the two of you. What kind of question? You glance around, heart racing. You consider tossing it in the garbage, letting it vanish entirely, but your fingers linger on the edge. You crumple it roughly, your knuckles going white, then stuff it into your pocket, hiding the photo and trying to push down the bile rising in your throat. Is it just cause, like, what am I trying to say right now? It's just a photo, man. Like, even if, I don't know if there's probably, like, something, it's like, oh, something else happened that night, blah, 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 evil, brain trauma or something. But it's also literally just a photo. With that, Jesus, that was voice crack. With that, the room is all clean. I can head back into the living room now. Woo! You re-enter the living room and Austin is still in the same spot, slouched against the arm of the couch. His face is calm and mostly expressionless, but his fingers twitch slightly against the fabric of the couch. You decide to take a seat beside him. You hungry? I can make something, but probably not eggs again, right? Austin wrinkles his nose. No more eggs or toast. Soup then? Cereal if you want something quick? Austin shakes his head slowly, his eyebrows furrowing. Then he looks up at you. What about liverwurst? Or black pudding? Something like that. You blink, caught off guard. You mean, like, organ meat? He rubs his neck again. He rubs his neck, suddenly a bit sheepish. Yeah, I know you don't like those, but it's full of iron and stuff. I think I just... He stops and shrugs. Don't know. I feel like it hit the spot. After everything he'd been through, it was hard not to feel a sense of relief. He seemed so listless ever since he came back. But anytime meat was involved, something seemed to shift. His posture straightened a little, and his eyes brightened. He moved with a kind of focus that reminded you of how things were before. You couldn't tell if it was hunger or something else was finally getting through to him. But right now, he was animated, engaged, and clearly hungry. It's not my favorite, but it's not like you're gonna force me to eat it. I think the meat shop on the other side of town should have that sort of thing. I'll head over that way now. Sit tight. Thanks, Riley. Really. When is cannibalism? Sorry, I'm so annoying. You grab your keys, head down the 5 flights of stairs, and make it to your car. The engine coughs the moment you turn the key, shivering and weeping. You bite the lip. You and Austin just fixed this. Is it already falling apart again? Did you grab a faulty part, or is something deeper wrong? You jab at the pedal, muttering under your breath as the starter groans. Sparks of frustration run through you. It takes a few tries, but finally, with a shuddering roar, the engine catches. You pull out into the street and make your way to the butcher's. Meat. Delicious. The moment you step into the meat shop, Bro, I kinda want a steak. Honestly. Or like pork. I want pork. The sharp smell of salt and iron hits your nose. The store is tiny and cramped with counters and cases packed tight against the walls. It's quiet. The low buzz of the overhead fluorescence almost seems loud in your ears. You hadn't seen anyone when you walked in. It looks like the kind of family-owned place where the butcher does everything himself. You wander past slabs of beef and pork, glancing at labels, trying to figure out where the meat with organs might be. Ow. You must look lost because a low voice cuts through the silence. Looking for something in particular? You jump slightly. A man appears from behind the counter, gloves on, the same figure you assumed ran the whole shop. The sound of his voice is loud, echoing into the tiny space. Yeah, liverwurst or black pudding? Any sort of organ meat would do, I think. The butcher tilts his head, then lifts a tray from the case. Piled on it are small, glistening hearts, deep purplish red under the harsh light. All I got right now is this batch of chicken hearts here. Trouble is, they're already set aside for a regular customer. I've had chicken hearts. I don't know if I like them. It's like that kind of thing where it's like not terrible, but they also like feel weird. Like, I mean, I think it depends on how they're cooked though. Like it does depend on like the specific cooking method. Like sometimes I like them more, whatever, blah blah blah. I don't even know I'm talking about this. I'm saying this because we have a bunch currently. Because we raised chickens recently and butchered a bunch of our own chickens, so we have like a bunch of chicken meat in the freezer, including hearts and liver. I definitely know for sure that I don't really like liver. Hearts are like maybe. Possibly. I could get you some ready in a bit later. He slides the tray back into the case. How much later? 3 hours maybe? Could be a little longer though. Pay up front and I'll set it aside for you. The clock above him ticks loudly. Each second drags. Could Austin really wait 3 hours? I need to make a quick call. Alright. I'm about to take my smoke break, so I'll be back in 15. Or you can give me a holler when you decide on what to do. He peels off his gloves and heads to the back. The door swings open and closed, leaving you alone with the rows of meat. You fish your phone out and hold down 2. It takes a while, and you're almost not sure if he's going to pick up. But then he answers. Wait, what year is this set in? Did it say what— oh shit. I didn't mean to click. Did it say what year this is set in? Oh, so what did that say? Was that just hello, I think? Yeah. Hello? Hey, Austin. All he's got today is chicken hearts. But the guy said they're already reserved. It'll be another few hours before he'll have more. There's a pause and then a laugh. Jesus. All of it reserved? What are people lining up for chicken hearts like it's— what, are people lining up for chicken hearts like it's a rock concert? I'm serious. He wouldn't sell me any. Then what do you mean just grab them? I gotta pay for them? Are you telling me to steal chicken hearts? You sound more desperate than the, people lining up for rock concert as you would. Then just grab him. What's he gonna do? Tackle you over a bunch of internal organs? You don't want to leave me here starving, do you? Who's more important, me or some random out there who apparently has to buy out the town's whole stock of organ meat? It's just some petty theft. It's not that big of a deal. It's just stealing. It's not that big of a deal. Just steal the chicken hearts. You'll be fine. His voice suddenly loses all warmth. I've seen you do— what does that mean? Whoa. Now I'm concerned. I've seen you do worse. Come on, Rye. Then the line clicks dead. You turn your head back to the case. The chicken hearts are right there, piled in a neat, glistening mountain. Perfectly sized, shining with a sheen of blood. You know you could wait. You could leave and— okay, wait, let me save just in case it gives me a choice. You know you could wait. You could leave and come back in a few hours. Or you could take them now. No one is watching. The counter would be easy to hop over. Ah! I don't know. What choice do I want to make? Just steal the chicken hearts, he says. Just Okay. We're gonna steal. If you steal from the guy, you probably won't be able to come here for a while. Worst case scenario, he could file a police report. Do you still? Why does it keep doing this? It's like, stop asking me. Like, this game is... The way this game makes you second guess every fucking choice. It's like, it would be one thing if the choice was just like, steal, don't steal. But then it's like, are you sure you still want to steal? And it's like, I already hyped myself up to click it. You're gonna make me second guess myself. My god. Yeah, sure. You're not tired. You could... Maybe I should wait. I don't know. You could wait. You know you should wait. But after everything Austin's been through, after how listless he's been looking recently, how could you deny him? You set down a neat stack of bills on the counter, enough to cover the heart. Okay, that's like, at least not fully stealing. Payment makes us fair, right? You swing over the counter, your boots scuff the whatever that word is. The glass display rattles as you shove it open. The tray of hearts waits for you. They slide as you scoop them up barehanded, ew, leaving a red sheen on your skin. You spot a roll of butcher paper near and tear it off the sheet. You wrap the meats clumsily. They're cold and wet through the thin paper. Stop describing things and leave! They leave a faint dampness on your sleeves. You know it's wrong, but if it brings Austin back to normal faster, isn't it worth it? You slip out before the butcher reappears, expecting to hear shouting behind you, but the shop stays silent. By the time you're back in your car, the pulse that had been hammering in your ears has slowed, and the anxiety you had was replaced with a sense of justification. The drive back to Austin's house feels longer than it usually does. Oh my god. Alright. And now I have to walk up a bunch of stairs again with fucking boxes everywhere for some reason. I don't understand why there's so many boxes in this damn apartment. Whose boxes are they? Oh my god. Has this always been here? Am I crazy? This is Austin's apartment right there. Oh, never mind. No, it's not. There's another flight of stairs. Yeah, that makes more sense. Also, why is there two doors? Whose door is this? Oh, right. Door to the roof. Okay. It's Austin's apartment. I don't know how to read that. Austin looks up from the couch, his eyes focus on the meat, then back at you, surprised. He gets up quickly to meet you at the door. Hey man, I stole the chicken hearts for you. I thought you said the ones that he had were all reserved for some- You told me to steal them! What are you talking about? I thought you said the ones he had were all reserved for someone else. Did he change his mind, or did you go somewhere else? I took them. I left the money on the counter, but I grabbed the hearts while he was in the back. Austin's eyes light up, a small grin tugging at his lips. I knew you had it in you. You always step up when it matters, don't you? This seems toxic. I love it. You did it because you knew it was the right thing for me. Oh, goodness. He reaches his hand out expectantly. Can I see them? Can I cook them? Sure, I've never cooked chicken hearts, but I'm sure they taste okay sauteed in butter with some dried herbs. Herbs? I don't know. Austin takes the bag from your hand and sits down at the table. Is he about to eat them raw? tears open the paper and reaches into it with eager fingers. Is he about to eat them raw? Is that what's happening, or? He looks at it from a few different angles, gives it a sniff, and before you can even and before you can even process it, he pops it into his mouth. Ew! The wet squelch makes it between his teeth and makes your own stomach somersault inside of you. Austin chews slowly, his eyes flutter shut, and an expression that looks like delight passes over his face. Buddy, your jaw nearly falls to the floor. You're not gonna cook them? No point. What do you mean, no point? You can't eat those raw. Sure you can. Cooking kills nutrients. Happens in vegetables, right? My grandpa let me do it all the time when he was alive. Alright, man. Isn't that like salmonella? Can you get salmonella from like chicken hearts, or is it just like the literal like chicken meat part? I don't know. Because it's like, I know you could like eat like certain red meat raw. But I don't know how that is with like organs, like with chicken organs or what. I don't know. He picks up another one, red moisture dripping from between his fingers. You swallow hard. That's not... Your words falter. Is that actually true? Did his grandpa really let him do that? Or was he just saying that to get you off his back? I wouldn't be surprised. But Austin sounds so certain. You had never gone hunting before, nor did any of your extended family have any experience, so it's not like you had any evidence to refute his claim. But it's also chicken. You cut off the rest of your sentence and stand there, staring at him, and he gives you a smile. Ow. You worry too much, man. He pops another heart in his mouth, again, chewing slow and deliberate. After he swallows, he sticks his pointer finger in his mouth and sucks the juice off. You can't look away. Fucking freak. Austin licks a trace of red that's on his thumb, then holds another heart up between his fingers. You should try it. Hell nah. Bro. You're kidding. No, just one. Then you'll get it. He pushes a bunch on the table a little closer to you. His grin turns sly. The raw meat gleams under the light. Wet. Red. Love the descriptors. You want to gag looking at it, but it's either locked on yours, expectant and hopeful. Like you said, it's not like I'm gonna force you to eat it. But aren't you just a little curious? Ah! Why is it in all caps? Whatever, sure. Oh god. The heartbeat in my ears again. You lift the heart with deliberate fingers, feeling the cold weight of it in your hand. Austin's eyes widen with delight as you bring it to your mouth. You bite down into it, and the flesh bursts between your teeth with a with a wet pop, and a thick metallic flavor floods your mouth. It feels unnatural and strange. You keep chewing the raw meat, using all your power to keep your mouth from twisting into a grimace. Then you swallow. You feel it slide down your esophagus into your stomach. You glance over at Austin. He seems satisfied that you ate the one, because he doesn't offer you another. Not that you were interested. What the fuck is that? Sorry. You take the opportunity to go and cook breakfast for yourself to try to get rid of the lingering flavor in your mouth. Even if Austin won't eat the eggs and toast, you have no qualms about eating them yourself. You cook your breakfast without... What time is it? Okay. You cook your breakfast without incident, but the moment you sit down to eat at the table, the lingering smell of raw meat makes you feel like gagging. All you could think of is the slimy toughness in your mouth if you chewed the uncooked heart muscle of a chicken. Still, you push the discomfort and eat your food. It sits uncomfortably in your stomach. With both you and Austin fed, the rest of the day stretches out ahead of you. No errands or obligations, how a spring break afternoon should be. Wanna walk around and get some fresh air? If you're feeling up to it, we can go to the rooftop for a bit. Austin thinks about it for a second, then nods. You both put your shoes on, and the two of you take the short journey from Austin's apartment to the rooftop doorway. Despite his fault earlier, he seems a lot steadier now that he's eaten. Austin points to the top of the doorframe. I am tired. The landlady keeps the key to the roof up on the ledge of the doorframe. You feel around at the top of the doorframe. Once you find the key, you unlock the door. And the two of you climb carefully up the narrow stairwell. Ow. The air is cooler up here, brushing against your face with a faint but refreshing breeze. Breeze? What? What is wrong with me? Spring breeze. In no way I said breeze, bro. From the 5th floor, you can see. So I need eye drops. My eyes are dry. Oh, I dropped the cover to the bottle. Whatever. From the 5th floor, you can see the street below. Trees lining the sidewalks, their leaves swaying lazily, and the occasional car crawling past. Cars usually drive, not crawl. I don't know what you're talking about. The town isn't too busy. There's a steady rhythm of ordinary life. It's comforting. It's been a while since the last time you've been up here. Seems like the owner has started growing some plants up here at some point. Not exactly the most exciting view, but I'll take it. Beats staring at your ceiling all day. True, your ceiling is the one with the cool water stains, after all. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, you got thoughts on what you want for dinner? Dinner talk already? Austin laughs and leans against the ledge, eyes on the horizon. If you could get me another pound, I'd happily demolish it. 1 pound of hearts wasn't enough for you? Hey, don't act surprised. I'm a growing boy. Don't spend it all on drugs and booze. You're still a growing boy. I'm still very obsessed with Jackpot Crash Course, by the way. I'm still so hyper-fixated on it. I changed my Discord profile picture it's no longer, it's been Double-Hearted Scar for a while. And if you've seen any of the videos where I was in a voice chat and it has the overlay, you have seen that. I changed it to Bones from Jackpot Crash Course. Anyways, that was a tangent, or side, not at all relevant, but my brain is right. For a while, the two of you sit there, side by side, watching the world below. Neither of you says much, but the silence feels natural. So good at reading, gang. Eventually, you head back inside, and Austin suggests a game. Not checkers, maybe something with a little more drama? Is chess drama? I mean, I don't even know how to play chess, so... He sets down an old chess set, the corners of the box worn from age. Neither of you are exactly great at it, but you play anyway. You both lean over the board. Alright, here's my opening move. Prepare to be amazed. Austin's hands hover over the starting line of pawns. He decides on one towards the middle and places it down the board, heavy-handed with a click. You slow clap. Very impressive, Mr. Samson? How do you say that? Samson? It must have required great effort to move a single pawn. I feel like I'm not being consistent with the voice acting. Sorry. I'm pretty sure I'm saying all the same things I said last time too. I apologize. Very impressive, Mr. Samson. It must have required a great effort to move a single pawn. You just don't understand my genius yet. It involves instinct and raw talent. You mean just making shit up as you go? That's the point. You can't predict greatness. You take your time. Ow. If you heard that squeak, I apologize. That was my chair. You take your time deciding which would be the best pawn to move forward, to set things up in your favor. Austin feigns a yawn. Is your plan to bore me to death? The first move is the foundation for the rest that follow. It needs to be solid. Sure. Don't put me to sleep with your indecision, though. Austin's style is reckless. He charges his pawns forward and throws his knights? Isn't that supposed to be knights with a K? And throws his knights in a battle, grinning at every risky move. You play a little more methodically, carefully weighing each piece and muttering under your breath whenever Austin slips past your defenses by doing something completely unexpected. You're backed into a corner now. You bite your thumb. No matter how many ways you move the remaining pieces on your board, you can't see any outcome where you win this. Austin taps at the table impatiently. Well, if I can't win, I could at least take down as many of his pieces with me. The first match ends in his favor. Checkmate. He cheers. After all that thinking you did each turn, I didn't think you'd go down that easy. You can't always outsmart gut feeling. You narrow your eyes, a competitive flame beginning to burn within you. I'm just rusty is all. You won't be so lucky next round. You do realize the game isn't over. You do realize the game isn't over again. What? Confident, are we? How cute. The second round drags longer. Austin keeps up his teasing. Snide remarks when you hesitate and dramatic sighs when you take too long. A simple Bots in my chat. Killbot. Account created July 22nd, 2026. Bye! Okay. A simple mistake mid-game. Austin trips. A simple mistake mid-game trips Austin up, and in an attempt to overcorrect, he doubles down on the offensive and tries to catch you off guard, but it doesn't work. He's looking at the game board hard, a deep crease forming when his eyebrows furrow. You can give up now, you know. No shame in cutting it short when you know you can't win. No, I won't throw in the towel so easily. I just gotta feel it out. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. He picks up a piece, and to your horror, he goes for a spot that you had completely left open. You had gotten cocky and overlooked it. It nearly cost you the game, but in the end, patience wins out. When you finally quarter as king, you lean back with your own grin. Checkmate. Austin groans loudly and throws his head back. Best 2 out of 3. You're on. 3 turns into 5, and time slips by without you realizing. What snaps you out of it is the loud and embarrassing growl of your stomach. You look around and realize the sky has darkened into evening. You glance towards the kitchen. You hungry? I was thinking about grabbing a roasted chicken from the store and a bag of microwave rice. Austin shakes his head casually. I'm good. Those hearts were good enough for me. Alright, but don't come complaining to me when you want a midnight snack. Instead, you rummage through the fridge and find a pack of— ooh. I want pork dumplings! And find a pack of frozen pork dumplings. Like, the frozen pork dumplings are actually so good. Like, I've had those recently, and I want more. They're so good. Ugh. I love dumplings, dude. And, like, with chili oil, delicious. Simple enough, you drop them into a pot with a steamer and let them boil, and let the boiling water cook the dumplings to perfection. You take a spot back at the table and scarf down your meal. The strange feeling in your stomach is gone now, but something about the texture of the dumpling still feels strange to you. Like the wet outside of the chicken heart. Okay, dude. Austin leans his weight forward, elbows resting on the table, and rests his face on his hands. You take such good care of me, Riley. I don't think I'd feel as good as I do without you. I'm glad I can help. It's the least I could do. Austin smiles at you, and then yawns. How is me reading the word yawns contagious? I mean, I am tired, but... oh God. I'm crashing. It's been a good day. Haven't had one of those in a while. Good night. Bye. He disappears into his room, the door clicking behind him. For the first time in days, things truly feel back to normal. He's getting better. Everything is gonna be okay. You feel the tiredness creep again and realize you should probably sleep soon too. Before you can decide anything, your phone starts to ring. I read that as Riley Gay for a second. Hi, I don't know what voice I get. Is this the doctor, like, that I already read dialogue for already? Because I don't remember what the voice was. Hi, is this Riley Gray? This is Dr. Lowell? Lowell. I was calling to check on Austin Samza. I treated him after the bear attack. You had nearly forgotten. She had mentioned following up today. Oh, yeah, hey, he's doing a lot better. Eating again, walking around, he's been alert. More like himself, actually. That's good to hear. Any fever, swelling, pain, or confusion? No, none of that. He seemed a little out of it yesterday, but he's looking better today. He seems good. Glad to hear it. If anything changes, even slightly, don't hesitate to bring him back in, okay? Sometimes these things take a turn after a few days. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. You hang up the phone. You could stay here, stretch out on the couch, ready to be there if you need to, or you could head home and let him rest without hovering. I'm staying. Every time it gives me the choice, I'm just gonna stay. Couch. Oh wait, I gotta turn off the light. Whatever. Ugh, fuck that. Oh, so is this still the laundry that's on the microwave? What do you mean you'll move them later? Wasn't that yesterday? My guy! Why? What? What's wrong with you? couch? You fall asleep. No dream this time? You wake up. Time to check on Austin. Woo! How you doing, man? You should grab the first aid kit. Alright, sure. La-di-da. So have I not taken a shower in days? Like, you could just shower in Austin's house. He showered in your house before. It's fine. Oh, so did that say something different? You give a couple of gentle taps on Austin's door, somewhat expecting him to still be asleep. Hey, you awake? To your surprise, he answers. Yeah, come in. Austin is sitting upright at his bed with his blanket bunched around his waist, leaning back against his headboard and his hands folded neatly across his lap. You been up a while? I guess you could say that. I woke up at some point a while ago and couldn't go back to sleep. You notice the stiffness in his posture. His shoulders are tense. Being covered in wounds would definitely make it hard to sleep. You hold up the kit in your hands. You ready? You have a routine now, and the both of you fall into rhythm. You help him out of his shirt, being sure to avoid bumping into him unnecessarily. When you peel back the bandages where the bite marks are, you're surprised to find that the deep puncture wounds are already looking better. A lot better. The holes are already starting to get visibly smaller, the skin looks less angry, and the swelling has gone down significantly. The big gash on his chest is looking way better too. Healing fast, right? Guess I'm built tough. He smiles. How are you feeling? Any thoughts on what food you want today? Austin hesitates. He rubs his hands together for a second. Something fresh. Something still warm. Natural. I don't want something that someone else already touched. That sounds insane. The expression, too. You freeze. That's... Austin, I don't... Fresh? I wouldn't even know where to start. It's not like I could just walk into a store and ask for that. It'll be easy. There's plenty of rabbit traps on the trails out near the hill, remember? We used to pass by them all the time. Hunters put down those traps all over the place. They won't even know that one is gone. They'll think it went off and didn't catch anything. Make sure you bring that knife from the other day with you. You never know when you'll need it. This isn't exactly Little House on the Prairie. Even if I got one, I don't know the first thing about preparing something like that. I'll handle that part. All you have to do is bring something home, and I'll worry about the rest. Let me save. You've handled tougher things than this. You've done things for me before without even thinking. Why hesitate now? Don't pretend this is where your line suddenly is. This is toxic! Woo! Your expression drops. The pulse in your ears quickens. I don't think that... Austin's smile drops. The cheerful mood he added until a second ago is replaced with something cold and sharp. You're really gonna fight me on this? Don't forget that you were the one who dragged me out to the hill in the first place. The one who forgot his keys. God damn, man! You hardly tried to save me. What the fuck? And then you just ran off. Without me. I wouldn't be in this situation if you didn't drag me out to some empty lot of grass in the middle of nowhere. What do you mean if I didn't drag you out? Wasn't it like that's our thing? You agreed to go. I don't remember dragging you anywhere. I bet you got yourself out of bed and went to work as if everything was normal. No? I looked for you, dude. Okay. Fuck Fuck you! What the fuck? Wow, by the look on your face, I guess I'm right, aren't I? You left me to rot for minimum wage. I barely scraped together whatever's left after your dad's hospital bills drained everything. What the fuck? Did you run around town doing errands for your mom? She's too busy working nights to notice you're gone, Riley. She wasn't gonna die if you didn't help her out. Meanwhile, I was bleeding out. You're lucky I'm still here. Did you even try to look for me out there? I did. Or were you too much of a coward to try very hard? If it were me, I would have searched for you until I collapsed from exhaustion. You owe me. Jesus Christ. What the fuck, man? What? That's certainly something. He nearly spits the last sentence, venom dripping from his voice. He wanted it to hurt. For a moment, you can't breathe. The blood drains from your face, and suddenly the room feels very, very small. He always knew where to hit the hardest. You step back from his bed, trying not to let it slip how shaken you are. Your hands grip tightly at the first aid kit. You swallow hard. Bro. What the fuck? Okay. I'm sorry. Your voice comes out quieter than you'd hope. Almost breaking. Fuck you, Austin. I literally stole fucking chicken hearts for you, and you have the audacity to... And I did look for you. Like, say that, Riley. God fucking damn. I did look for him, didn't I? I did. Riley, you little bitch-ass pussy. You put the kid away and head out, trying to put some distance between yourself and the voice inside his mouth. You leave the apartment and pull into the nearest drive-thru. You barely taste your breakfast as you head towards the wood. I can't believe I'm going back out there. I don't think anyone's found that bear yet. What if I run into it? Bears aren't the only wild animal out there either. There's wild boar too. I remember Austin mentioning once that more people die from boars than sharks. Maybe I should just go back to the butcher and ask if he could get me something fresher? No, even if he did, the moment I stepped foot into the shop to pick it up, I can't see things going well. Not after I stole from him. You bite your lip and look in your rearview mirror. The town is shrinking in the distance behind you, and with it the confidence that you're capable of pulling this off. I don't even know how to find what I'm looking for. What am I supposed to do? Crawl around searching for rabbit trails? Austin's the one who knows animals. It'd be easy for him. He always needed me for something. Trouble at school, nights he didn't want to go home. He always came to me, and I liked that. I liked the feeling that I could fix things. So why does this feel like I'm struggling to keep up? Austin was out there for several days without food, water, or shelter. Starving, thirsty, cold. And now he's counting on you to take care of him. You hold on to that thought as you drive, pushing down the fear that's clawing at you in the back of your mind. You make it out to the forest Austin mentioned. You park your car and take one final deep breath before exiting. Oh my god. Okay, what am I... Is it... Are we in the bushes or... No? Probably not. Okay. God fucking damn it. Don't ask. Why are you gonna... I don't like the look of that. Oh, is that a trap? I mean, that looks like a trap, but it also doesn't look like there's anything in it. I'm concerned about the hole. Rabbit snare. No rabbit. Should I click on the hole, or would that be... bad decision? Okay, I don't think it matters. I don't think I... Wait. Yeah, I don't think I clicked that. Okay, we're fine. You weave through trees and brush, small twigs snagging at your jeans. The narrowing forest makes you feel like it's funneling in... Hello! I am so sorry for skipping 3 weeks of streaming. I was fucking exhausted. And I still am kind of tired right now, to be fair, but I didn't want to skip a 4th week. Also, goddamn, I suck at reading. The narrow forest makes you feel like it's funneling you into a specific direction. You try to stick to faint trails left by hunters. Also, I really don't know why your chats weren't showing up last time. That's really weird. Twitch is just a bitch, I guess. It rhymes. You try to stick to faint trails left by hunters that pass through this area. The only signs that people have been here before, even if they're not here now. Even though you find yourself occasionally running into areas that are too dense to walk through, paths you thought would lead somewhere promising cut off abruptly at a slow-moving stream. In those moments, you have to break away from the trail. So far you've been able to find your way back to them. Valid. Real and valid. Being awake is unfortunate. At least you think you have. You silently hope that a hiker or ranger might appear ahead. Anyone who can make this stretch of woods feel less desolate. Even the sounds of birds tweeting in the trees would bring some comfort, but you have yet to hear a single chirp. The forest feels emptier than ever. The number of rabbit traps you've encountered is abysmal. Just the one empty so far, that's it. Often I've spoken as if the place was overflowing with rabbits stuck in traps at every twist and turn. You try to reason through it. Austin's grandfather hunted out here. Austin grew up hearing those stories. He would know what this forest is like, wouldn't he? He wouldn't exaggerate something like that. I mean, he kind of sounds like he would. Because he sounds like he's a little bit of an asshole sometimes. You guys had been here before, but you don't recall seeing any rabbit traps like you said. He wouldn't send you out here chasing a lie. Unless... No, that's insane. He wouldn't do that to you. The thought slips back in anyway. If he knew there was nothing to find, what did he think I was going to bring home? What did he expect me to do? Hunt something down myself? You shake your head, trying to dismiss the idea before it roots itself too deeply in your mind. Suddenly your foot snags on a moss-covered root, and you crash forward in the dirt. Into the dirt and the leaves. You groan in pain. Oh, no. What replies is a low grunt of a boar in the distance. You push yourself up, trying to ignore the ache in your chest. Oh, wait! Look at that, it's a rabbit! Run, rabbit, run, rabbit. It's a rabbit snare. A rabbit hangs caught in the loop, its body tipped sideways against the ground. The wire cinches around its neck. The fur there is pressed flat in a narrow band. Its paws are curled in towards the chest, and its eyes are dull and glassy. Finally, I thought I'd never see a rabbit out here. You reach down and gently touch your fingertips into its fur. Its body is cold and rigid. He wanted it fresh and warm. This one must have died a few hours ago. Doesn't really fit the criteria. You stand again, letting the silence press in around you. If I don't find anything else before it starts getting dark, I'll come back for it. Better than going back with nothing. Are you serious, man? This is a terrible idea. So, my mouth has been kind of in the way. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit. Run, rabbit, kiss your exit. It's getting kind of dark, man. Oh my god! Why are there eyes? What is that? What the fuck? I'm not crazy, right? Those are eyes. Is there a way that I could... Oh my god. What the fuck? I hate that. It's starting to get dark. If I don't turn back around and get the rabbit now, it'll get too dark to find my way back to my car. I'm concerned. Why are there eyes in the trees? I don't like that. Yes, head back. Oh god. I'm also concerned about whatever the fuck killed the bear. I'm sorry. You round the bend and freeze. You must have made a wrong turn somewhere, because this is not the path you took to get here. Oh, Riley, my guy. The bear lies sprawled in the clearing, its massive body twisted grotesquely. I'm concerned. The stench of damp fur and decay fills the air, making your stomach churn. It looks like the same bear from last week. Can I just sneak right past you, man? Do I don't have to, like, click on it, do I? I can just leave, right? Let me just save. I'm gonna overwrite this save. I'm curious on if anything happens if I click on it. The eyes are wide open and it looks like they're pulsing in the light somehow. For a second it feels like they're watching you. Or maybe breathing in rhythm with something alive in the shadows. Deep, jagged claw marks lace its fur. Others streak its body in chaotic patterns. The ground near its head is dented and scratched, and there's rocks scattered as if it had repeatedly bashed its skull against them. Your chest tightens. The bear's jaw hangs slack, but the frozen tension in its muscles makes it seem like it could spring back to life at any moment. The fading light catches its sharp claws, and a shiver crawls up your spine. It's... dead? After how easily it had torn Austin apart, how strong and unbeatable it looked just a few nights prior, you find it hard to believe that it now lays unmoving by your feet. Were these wounds self-inflicted, or did something else get to it? You shudder at the thought. The forest seems to close in around you. Shadows stretch long and dark, swallowing the path back. The forest seems... That's the same dialogue. Why did it do the same dialogue twice? A subtle rustle from the tree line makes you jump. Can we leave, maybe? Riley, please? The daylight is fading quickly. Panic rises in you. You don't want to be here, alone in this darkness. Without another look, you turn and bolt for your car. Branches snap loudly underfoot. Every instinct screams to get out of this place. Did you even get the rabbit? Austin's gonna be mad at you! The road stretches ahead, narrow and flanked by the dark woods. Another car hums steadily a short distance ahead. Its tail lights are a dim ribbon of red through the haze. Inside your car, it's just you and the low thrum of tires on cracked asphalt. You don't touch the radio. Your fingers tap anxiously at the steering wheel. It feels strange driving down this road without Austin in your passenger seat to fill the noise. Either with his snoring after a long day of searching for aliens, or with chatter of the first thing that popped into either of your minds. Thoughts of Austin coil in your chest. He's probably waiting at home, hungry, impatient, and you didn't even get angry. What's what's the word? Rabbit. Jesus. And angry, more bitter than you've seen him in years. Maybe this has been building up since he woke up in the hospital. Or maybe longer. Maybe he was right. Maybe it's your fault. You were doing your best to help him. Ah, my foot fell asleep. Jesus. You were doing your best to help him, to be there for him, but the rabbit was already cold by the time you had found it. And the dead bear scarred you from spending any more time in those woods. Alright. You're going back empty-handed, and the thought of telling him that gnaws at you. If Austin asks, what the hell are you supposed to say? You drive your car as if it were on a good night. Sleep well, I guess. You drive your car as if it were on autopilot. Highway hypnosis lulling you into the rhythm of the road. You almost forgot the outside world. Oh my gosh. Until the car ahead, whose path had been steady and true, sharply swerves to the side, its tires skid across the gravel and Jesus. Its tires skid across the gravel and grass before finally falling. You slam on the brakes. The lane ahead illuminated by your headlights. A deer lies... My bad. I mean, you're mean to me all the time because you love Corbin more than me, so... So, like, I guess... I didn't say that. How am I supposed to get ad revenue if my most consistent viewer is dead? In the... My bad. In the lane ahead, illuminated by your headlights, a deer lies splayed across the asphalt, its body half in the grass shoulder. Am I gonna bring the deer home? Is that what's about to happen? I think we're about to bring the deer home. Dead deer. His body is twisted in an awkward angle. Fresh blood streaks across the asphalt, glistening in the light. The person's car is angled into the ditch. Hood dented. Are they alive? Hood dented and windshield cracked with a spiderweb of lines. Steam hisses from the radiator. You hop out of your car and jog lightly to the door of the other car, heart hammering. The driver of the car opens his door. It's a wiry? What does wiry mean when you're describing a person? Wiry middle-aged man. What does that mean? Why is he wiry? Okay, hold on. Let me look up the definition. Is that a word and I'm just stupid? Wiry definition. Thin yet strong, stiff like wire or made of wire. Or physical body type, lean and muscular, describes a person or animal who is thin but has tough muscles and hidden strength. For example, a runner or climber. Oh, okay. Intriguing. Okay. A wiry, middle-aged man. He's rubbing his forehead and looking wide-eyed. Damn, thing came out of nowhere. You see that? Nearly totaled my car. You alright? Yeah, just scared the hell out of me is all. I'll need a tow, but no broken bones. Thanks for stopping, kid, but I can handle it from here. The man pulls out his phone and starts making a phone call. Your gaze drifts back to the deer. We're taking the deer home! At least that's what... I mean, I was gonna say, at least that's what I would do. I don't know if that's what I'd do, but in the context of the game, where Austin's gonna be very mad if you come home empty-handed, That's what I do. uh, it's an adolescent doe. Her dark eyes look at you and seem to plead silently. Blood. Oh, is she alive still? Blood streaks her soft brown coat, and tufts of fur cling to the asphalt. Bleh. It looks at you, takes one last shaky breath, then the light fades from its eyes. Damn. Died. The longer you look, the more wrong it feels. The more wrong it feels. I don't know why I, like, keep rushing some lines and it just sounds weird. It's not a fear of blood. You've seen blood before. What unsettles you is this time you'd have to touch it. Once your body, once your, once your, what? Once your touch its body, once you touch its body, there'd be no chance to wonder if it really was alive or dead. There'd be no way you can convince yourself that it'd get up and walk away later. It's right in front of you. It's warm, it's fresh, it's exactly what he wants. Yep. He needs you. You owe him. But the thought of taking it makes you get a pit in your stomach. Is it gonna make me make a choice again, just in case? I'm going to save. But the thought of it makes you get a pit in your stomach. Everything in your head is screaming to leave it alone. You feel sick. Oh, yep. Choice. Part of me wants to leave it just to see if that gets to the cannibalism shit faster. Because I'm unhinged. But I think it would make more sense to take it. You feel sick. You don't want to face the blood on your hands. Yep. Okay, we're taking it. Blech. You pop the trunk and crouch, slipping. Is the guy in the car gonna see me doing this? Cause I bet that looks fucking unhinged. Imagine, like, you hit a deer on the road and then there's someone in another car just takes the deer and puts it in the back of his trunk. Like, that sounds fucking unhinged. You pop the trunk and crouch, slipping your arms beneath the deer's limp frame. The the hot blood smears across your palms and oozes against your chest as you haul it upright. The warmth feels wrong. You don't want to look at his eyes. This is perfect. At least, it has to be. Austin will be thrilled. He's always been his brightest around meat. Fucking unhinged freak. He lit up by the anticipation of it. He was always so nice to you afterwards. I also want to know what the whole thing with that is. Like, is this some, like, what exactly happened after the bear situation? Like, what happened to his brain? Like, is it a magical bear? Not magical, that sounds cringe, but, like, infected? I think is it, like, some kind of infection? Like, zombie type shit, or whatever. He lit up by the anticipation of it. He was always so nice to you afterwards. Every meal you've brought to him have pulled him a little further back to normal. Back to the Austin you remember. To the Austin you can't lose. You tell yourself that it's worth it. Worth the nausea creeping in as you shove the carcass into the trunk. The body thuds into place. You slam the trunk shut harder than intended. Your bloody fingertips are all over the exterior of your car. You climb back into the driver's seat. The smell of iron fills your car cabin. The drive home feels long. Blech. The living room light is on when you push the door open. Austin is waiting on the couch. His head snaps in your direction when you open the door, and somehow the way the light catches the room makes his eyes glint unnaturally. Jesus Christ. You place the doe's body on the table, the only surface big enough to hold it. The table creaks beneath the weight. Oh my god. Fucking speed walking over here. Austin rises from the couch and you feel the excitement radiating off of him. It's like static in the air. You swallow hard, shoving your own unease down and remind yourself, he's happy. That's all that matters. Oh, and you can see the blood all over my shirt. Jesus. Hot and fresh, just like you ex. Thought it might be just what you needed. Right, holy shit, this is perfect. Austin's hands skim over the deer's flank, like he would... I need more water. So maybe I'll end the stream in like 30 minutes-ish, I don't know. I really do wonder how much longer of the game there is, but it's like there's a possibility I could finish it in the stream, but I don't know if I want to, because I don't want to like go streaming like fucking 4 hours. Like it's, you know, sometimes I stream 4 hours if it's like I want to just get the game, as much as the game done in one stream or whatever. But I don't think I have the energy for like a 4-hour stream today. Austin's hands skim over the deer's flank, like he was gently petting it, before his fingers find the split in the hide. Oh my god. Also, for reference, even though I'm saying ew a lot, I'm not necessarily squeamish. It's just more of like a response. Does that make sense? I mean, it depends. I don't really like wet noises, to be fair, so I am a little squeamish of that, but like in general. He digs in without hesitation, pulling the body open. The sound is wet and thick in the air. Like, I don't like wet, squelchy sounds. Oh my god. Oh, he's literally just eating it. Okay. Austin leans forward and plunges both hands inside, dragging out a glossy rope of organ and biting straight through. Blood streaks down his chin. It gleams in the light. Holy shit. He glances at you, grinning, blood smeared across his lips. Here, you should try it. I think I'm good, actually. I think I'm fine not doing that. Before you can think, he rips a chunk free, fibers and blood stringing between his fingers. He raises it to your mouth and holds it there expectantly. His eyes burn, bright and alive in a way you haven't seen since before the bear attack. Oh. Oh, you're actually gonna eat it? I kind of expected you to, not agree to that. Or at least give me the choice! Oh, so how did my mouth get over there? Get back. Your chest pounds. You lean forward. Okay. The meat hits your tongue. It's still warm as if carrying the memory of the deer's life. The texture is dense, sinewy, resisting as you chew, and the flavor is metallic and wild, thick with blood. It turns your stomach and thrills you at the same time. Austin watches you swallow, a smile widening across his face. My goodness. Ow. Thanks, Rye. I really don't know how to thank you enough. Austin finally slows down and leans back with a satisfied sigh. He wipes the blood down his chin with the back of his. He wipes the blood. What? He wipes the blood dripping down his chin with the back of his hand, and it streaks across his cheek. You glance at the ruin of the table and the pooling mess on the floor. Austin takes a moment to. Hello. Oh, so viewer has gone to sleep. They said they just have the stream playing in the background because they hate me. But also, hi. There's some freaky shit going on in this game. They're eating raw deer meat currently. Austin takes a moment to look around too. Guess I can't leave you with all of this, huh? His tone is a bit embarrassed. It feels like every other time you two have made some kind of mess in the kitchen when you were growing up. He helps you heave what remains of the deer into a pair of trash bags. Together you drag it down the stairs and toss it into the dumpster. But you could have, like, kept some of the meat and, like... You could have, like, kept some of the meat and put it in the freezer. At least don't waste it. The fuck? He helps you heave what remains of the deer into a pair of trash bags. Together you drag it down the stairs and toss it into the dumpster behind the building. Damn, ad sucks for you. Despite his injuries, he doesn't seem to struggle at all going up or down the stairs. Ow! Bones. Back inside, you scrub the table while Austin mops. Mops the floor, humming. It's a simple thing, but his voice is steady, and things feel normal. Once the apartment is relatively clean, Austin stretches and yawns. Alright, I'm gonna hop in the shower. Wait, do you mind if I shower first? If you shower, I'll need to rewrap your bandages, and I want to do that with clean hands. Oh, right, sure. Am I finally gonna shower? I didn't shower in like 4 fucking days or something. You reach for the bundle of his clothes you washed the other day, still folded on top of the microwave for some reason. Alright. Shower time. Wash the blood off of me. It took getting dirty with deer blood to finally take a shower. You lightly rinse the blood from your clothes in the tub and hang them over the curtain rod. Then you peel out of your underwear and step in the hot water. I didn't need the description peel out of your underwear. You could have just said you took off your underwear. Why did you peel out? Steam curls around you as you scrub the sweat, dirt, and blood off of your body. The warmth eases the tension from your shoulders, washing away the grime of the day. Once you're done, you towel your... Once you're done, you towel off and dress quickly. You step back into the living room and motion toward the bathroom. Austin steps in and starts his own shower. The steady rush of water fills the apartment. You lean on the couch, listening, comforted by the sound. He's alive, he's capable, he's fine. And that's enough. Once he's done with the shower, he calls for you in his room to replace his bandages. Austin chuckles when he sees you approach with the medical kit. Without hesitation, he peels off his shirt. The motion is smooth and almost careless, as if he's not worried about his wounds at all. I'm surprised those are still wearable. Thought for sure I'd have to toss them out after, you know. Oh, are those the bear clothes? Oh, it's got like this. He's wearing like the scratched clothes from like the bear attack. You force a smile as you set the kit down. I have like mucus stuck in my throat. It's gross. Water. They were the most Jesus, sorry. They were the most convenient to grab since I just washed them. Figured I'd give them a test run before letting you put them back into rotation. It's a bit breezy though. Can't say I'm a fan of this new trend of holes in clothing. I think it looks kinda cool. Call up Tyra Banks. I'm ready for the runway. Blech. He laughs, and you can't help but laugh too. You unroll the gauze and start wrapping his arm, careful to avoid the somewhat healed gashes. His skin is warm under your fingers. The wound shouldn't be this far along already. Shudder. Have fun with that. Shutter shades are sunglasses with holes in them. Maybe holes are the future of fashion. You're just ahead of the curve. Yeah, all it took was getting mauled by a bear. You finish taping the bandage and step back. That should hold for now. Austin tugs the shirt back on, stretching his arms experimentally. Feels good to be clean. Thanks for the help. I'll talk to you in the morning. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Okay, on to the couch I go. Woo! On to, oh wait. Let me just turn off the light. And then on to the couch I go. Sleep! Oh, it didn't even give me the choice between, like, going home and the couch this time. You finally collapse onto the couch. The apartment is orderly. Austin is in his room, showered and comfortable. All of this feels kind of wrong. But Austin is so happy when I do these things for him. I'm the only one who can do this for him. Be this close to him. I should feel good about this. Yeah, I'm just overthinking things. This is good for Austin, so it's good for me too. I'm not too sure about that, honestly. The familiar scent of Austin's detergent and body wash swirls in your nostrils as the exhaustion presses down heavy on you until sleep takes over. Woo! You wake up with sunlight spilling across the couch, warm on your face. There is a heaviness in your stomach. It's a dull ache under your ribs. You grimace, but then you will it away. You can handle raw meat. It's nothing. It's fine. Why did you eat it, bro? You didn't even give me a choice that time. I got a choice with the chicken hearts, but not the deer? What? I mean, who's to say I probably would have just chosen to eat it anyway, because I chose to eat the chicken hearts, so, like, who's to say I wouldn't have chosen to eat that, but still didn't even give me the choice. It's a small price to pay for last night. Austin laughed. He ate. When he bumped into you as you were cleaning up, you could feel warmth radiating from his skin. And for a few precious hours, it felt like the two of you had gone back to the way things were. You stretch the stiffness from your neck and head to check on Austin. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stream for because my voice is starting to leave. First aid kit. Why not just keep the first aid kit, like, in his room, dude? What? Why did I click in the wrong thing? You might as well just keep the first aid kit in his room, or, like, on the couch at the very least. Or, like, on the kitchen table. You take a deep breath and knock on the door. Austin? I'm here. Well, I would hope. Hey, buddy. He's sitting up on his bed, blanket draped loosely across his lap. For the first time in days, he looks as if nothing was wrong. There's color in his cheek and a shine to his hair. Ow. You go through the motions, checking the bandages he barely needs anymore. The deepest gash had already pulled... Welcome back! Checking the bandages he barely needs anymore. And the deepest gash had already pulled clothes into uneven ridges of scar tissue. Like the skin is racing to catch up with what's happening underneath. The speed of it doesn't sit right with you. But seeing him sitting upright, smiling, talking like himself, it makes it easier to push down the discomfort that keeps tugging at the edges of your mind. You sit at the edge of his bed. How are you feeling? Better, thanks to you. He grins at you. You're healing up really well. I'll make you something to eat, yeah? What sounds good? Austin looks down and twiddles his thumb. You could have just, like, kept the deer meat in the freezer from yesterday. At least, like, cut up some of it. Like, even if not all of it, like, just cut. Because I know you didn't, like, eat the whole ass deer, so, like... He looks like he's... For a moment, it looks like he's turning over words he doesn't want to say. The cat?! What?! You're not gonna eat the cat, right? You're not gonna ask me to go kill a cat. Right? That's not what we're saying right now, right, Austin? You know that cat? The one that keeps hanging around outside? Your stomach dips. Yeah, my stomach dips. What the fuck are you talking about? No, I don't want to. What do you mean? Let me save again, just in case it makes me choose. I mean, I'm not even like going back to the save points anyway, but like, you'd get it from me, wouldn't you, Riley? No one else would do this, but you would. He turns. I'd rather you just bite into my flesh right now rather than go kill a stray cat. Is it a stray cat or is it someone's cat that just like hangs around the apartment? Like what? What the fuck are you talking about? He turns back to you. His face softens. His gaze lingers on you warmly. If that's what you want, I'll find it. Riley, no! Riley! Say no! Please, just say no one time. Right? This is so bad. If that's what you want, I'll find it. Riley! Oh god. Before you go, you put the first... Like, I do wonder what the actual thing that's going on is, because it's clearly, like, something's wrong with him mentally, or, like, physically. It's, like, some sort of parasite, or, like, infection, or whatever you would call it, that's causing him to be insane about meat. And now I gotta go kill a cat for him. Or am I gonna, like, bring back the cat alive and watch Austin kill it? I don't know. That's fucking insane. Before you go... But at least the game is, like, picking up a little bit now, because I was, like, kind of bored as hell in the first stream. And it's like, it wasn't bad, but it's like, I was bored as hell. At least I'm a little more invested in what's happening now. Before you go, you put the first aid kit away. You grab your canvas backpack and head into the apartment halls. Honestly, I hope it's a stray cat, and I'm not about... I mean, either way, it's terrible, but I hope there's not, like, a person that'll miss this cat. It's terrible regardless, but you know what I mean. I hope there's... Oh. I'm the cat now? Why am I the cat? You stretch your paws out and yawn. You were thankful for these cabinets. They were a nice place to get uninterrupted sleep. I'm a cat. It's also a good place to hide when... It's also a good place to... Oh, so I do have a person! Oh no! No! There's someone that's gonna miss this cat! That's terrible! That's so sad! It's also a good place to hide when your person is being overly affectionate and won't stop petting you all over. Dude! You stand up and hop down. Oh! What the- Oh god! Ah! No! 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 Riley, no! Riley, please! Riley, please! No! Wait, press OK! What? Oh! Riley! Please. I want this cat to live. there is someone that- No! Oh no! Oh, this is so bad. This is somebody's cat, dude! You push open the apartment door with your shoulder, arms burning from the struggle of holding on. The angry bundle in your grasp thrashes violently, claws raking against your wrists, your knuckles, and your arms. Can you just let the cat go, please? What the fuck? Oh man. Every scratch sears, but you don't loosen your grip. This is not worth it, man. Like, I know Austin is like unhinged or whatever. I think you'd be better off like not doing this. However, it still manages to squirm out. It crashes onto the kitchen floor and frantically scrambles against the smooth tile, claws skittering as it tries to find somewhere to hide. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. It's fast, but Austin is faster. His hands snatch the animal off the floor by the scruff before it can get too far and pins its body against his chest. His grip is merciless, holding the legs and head in place. So why are you not questioning this a little bit more, Riley? Like, you're not even, like, questioning why he wants to eat the cat? Like, come on. Holding the legs and head in place as the animal thrashes and spits uselessly at the air. You flinch and look away, but you don't move to stop him. Your ears burn with every sound. The yowling, the sudden snap of movement, and the silence that follows afterwards. Oh, what? Drinking? Then the wet sound of drinking. Oh my god. What the fuck, man? Not the cat. Not the cat, dude. You risk a glance. Austin's head is bowed down and his mouth is pressed. Is pressed to dark fur. His throat works as he swallows. His Adam's apple shifting rhythmically in the glow of the kitchen light. That's so bad! Austin exhales slowly, eyes closed, as if savoring the last shudder of life fading in his grip. What the fuck? Oh my god, don't look at me like that! He pulls it away. Red is smeared across his hands and mouth, dripping down his chin and running down the curve of his throat. For a moment, all you can see is a wildness in his eyes. It's sharp and feral. Dude. But then he looks at you and his expression softens into something warm. A smile cuts across his blood-stained lips. Fucking insane. After you clean up the mess, the two of you return to the couch. You don't even... You're ever gonna question that a little bit more? It's like, oh no, let's just go to let's just play video games. Like, that was fucking normal and fine. Also, I didn't need to see your toes, dude. Put those away. Put your foot down. It's a two-player fighting game. One you spent playing a bunch during middle school. The time passes before you know it, and the light out. What do you mean, hell yeah? What? Bro, ain't no way. The time passes before you know it, and the light outside has faded into cool darkness. Austin Bro. My goodness. Austin smiles, Austin laughs, he jokes, he talks about how spring break is ending in just a few days, and how it sucks that he spent it stuck in bed. But it was bearable since you stuck around and took care of him. You do your best to ignore the smell of iron that still hangs heavy in the air, and the way the color of his eyes look wrong. Don't do your best to ignore that. I think you should be questioning this a little more. I think you should be a bit more concerned, Riley. I think you're being way too, I wouldn't say calm. Like, he clearly does know that something's wrong. More like passive. Just being way too passive about this, I think is the word I'm looking for. Before you know it, it's late, and the two of you part ways for the evening. Oh, do I finally go home, or, oh, no. Okay, not that parting ways. Am I going home, or am I mean, I'm just gonna keep sleeping on the couch as long as it lets me, so. Oh, wait. Let me just turn the light off. Alright. Yo! Why on earth are... I'm gonna fucking ban you, bro. A viewer gets... Nah, I never ban you. It's fine. But still. Fucking unhinged. I mean, funny, sure, but still fucking wild. Despite my god. Despite the couch digging into your back, you're able to fall asleep. Bro. Oh, flashback again. You and Austin sit in the sagging plastic chairs. Is this like a flashback from like the same party, or is this like a different flashback? Oh yeah, it's a party, I think, whatever. Or is it a different party? They do, honestly. I see what you mean. You and Austin sit in the sagging plastic chairs upstairs, bass from the party thudding through the floor. Hey, I know this isn't your crowd. Wanna hang somewhere else? Just us two? No booming music? Your tongue feels thick in your mouth. It takes you a second to process its question. Yeah, sure. Where? Across town. But like, I wanted to play this game because I follow the artist that like made it on Instagram, and they have like a bunch of freaky art of these two, and that's like purely what got me into this game, is freaked out art of these two. What the fuck? I didn't deserve that. I mean, my middle name starts with the letter D, but it's not that. Oh, so that sounded... I feel like that sounded a little sus. It does quite literally start with the letter D. Across town. I'll guide you. I don't think my middle name is... I saved it by giving it CPR. My mouth. Sorry. You've never driven high before. Would you be okay? But Austin's already... Yeah. But Austin's already grinning, throwing his jacket back on. I think you're wrong. Okay, let's go. I'm pretty sure I know what my middle name is, actually. You don't get to know it. But I do know what my middle name is. Words. I'm so great at reading. Every red light feels like an eternity. Austin hums beside you, drumming his fingers on the door to the beat of a song you have playing low on the radio. The roads get narrower and darker. Eventually, he Bleh. Eventually, he points towards a fenced-off lot that's marked "Keep Out Private Property." I don't think we should be going to a fenced-off lot that's marked "Keep Out Private Property." That seems like a, very fair warning that that's not somewhere we should be going, considering the sign that says "Keep Out Private Property." I'm very certain that it isn't. I'm very certain that I know what my last name is. I don't think we should be here. I don't think we should be here in the Keep Out Private Property. We're gonna get shot. This wasn't really what I was expecting. Oh, so you said, Austin, you said, I know this isn't your scene, so let's hang out somewhere else. Is this my, I don't think this is my scene either. I don't think, well, I mean, it is because fucking Riley's a pushover and does anything Austin asks of him. Okay, sure. I love my toxic relationship representation. I am kind of interested in this game though, like like, just the toxicity emanating off of Austin being like, "You do that for me, wouldn't you, Riley?" And Riley just being like, "Yeah, I do that for you," and then just doing it, and then like going and grabbing a fucking cat that belonged to someone and just handing it over to Austin because he's like, "Oh, you wouldn't fail me, right, Riley? Right, my beloved Riley? You do that for me. I've seen you do worse." Which actually, that's not like there was a literally the fucking Unhinged. Come on, we're already here. All I want to do is check it out. What are we checking out? What is on the private property? What are we doing? Whose property is this? I don't think we should be here. I mean, the marketing of the game was cannibalism, and cannibalism is smut in my brain because because that's one of my things. So I think it applies. I think it counts. I'm not so sure about this. The hill's technically off limits too, but we go there all the time and it's fine. What's so different about this? We might get fucking shot, I don't know. So their eyes are fucking red from being high. You don't want to argue. Maybe he's right. You don't want to argue because you never want to argue, Riley. I think you should argue a little bit more. I think you should. I think you're too much of a pushover. I know you're like fucking in love with Austin or something, I don't know, but you should probably be a little bit more assertive. I mean, yeah. The fence looks kind of pretty, how it catches the moonlight. Sure. He boosts you over the chain link and you drop onto loose dirt. Austin scrambles after you. Ow. Where are we right now? What are we doing? A silver of moon glints weakly off the jagged Jesus. Outlines of metal and rebar jutting from the ground. Concrete pillars rise from the dirt. The placement of them makes it impossible for you to tell what kind of building was planned to be here. Oh, is it a construction zone? Somewhere towards the center, a single floodlight strobes. It's not able to illuminate anything brightly, but the shadows dance when it flares. Austin whistles low. Man, this place looks way creepier than it did last time. Last time? Last time? Yeah, we came here one night after a party. Mulaney, Ryan, and a few others. We were throwing bars of rebar, seeing if any would stick upright when they landed. That doesn't sound smart. He wanders ahead, running his hands along a piece of forklift, leaving a clean line through the dust. Which is so rude. You should like me more than Corbin. I'm better than them. I got that pathetic girl Riz. That's so much better than whatever they got going on. I don't even know what I'm saying. I've got Why not? Why not? What whatever. I'm killing Corbin after stream just because of that. I'm gonna just stab Corbin. Well, never mind. I guess you're having ads. Can't hear me talking about how much I want to stab Corbin. I'm gonna cannibalize Corbin. And we're gonna completely disregard the fact that earlier in this video I said cannibalism is smut to me. But I am I'm gonna yap so hard about how I'm gonna fucking like tear through Corbin's flesh, and Rowan viewer doesn't get to hear anything about how I'm talking some unhinged shit right now. What the fuck am I saying? Ignore me. Holy. Now my brain is fucking off track. What reading? There's another machine nearby that you're not so sure what it is. It's got an arm like an excavator, but on the back it's got something to push dirt. He hops up and tries the door handle, but it's locked. Was worth a shot. You're about to tell him to quit it when a beam of light slices through the dark. We're gonna get in trouble! Woo! A flashlight. You both freeze. You lower your voice to a strained whisper. I thought you said this place wasn't maintained. That's what Mulaney said. Construction pause. I love how they're still, like, smiling even. Construction pause. Budget crap. The light passes over a pile of concrete and keeps moving. You hear footsteps crunching through the gravel. Whoever it is, we should get out of here. You edge backward, trying to keep to the darker areas. Austin follows, but as he moves around a partially built pillar, his shoulder clips a dangling length of rebar. It swings, striking a loose beam. Crash. A cascade of metal, a violent metallic cacophony. What the fuck is that smell? I smelled something strange for a moment. Did you kill the guy? What the? Ugh. Oh my gosh. Holy yeah. Why would you say this? Why would you say this to me? What do you mean I don't have a cool outfit? My outfit is plenty cool. My outfit is plenty fucking cool. Arguably cooler. That is, like, out of all of the things you say, that's the one thing that I'm not taking. That's the one thing I'm not taking. My outfit is cooler than theirs. Like, tie, collar shirt and tie, best combo ever was. Also, my hair is cool too. It's got the white streak. Hello? What the fuck? Security guard outfit? What the fuck? I ain't no security guard. How dare you? How dare you say this to me? What the? Ugh. Did the security guard die? Did you, like, drop a bunch of metal on him? The sound of the flashlight clattering to the ground, then silence. You killed somebody! You guys killed somebody! They killed a guy! That's what happened. That's what the trauma the deep-rooted trauma it was. Well, we're still in the flashback. I don't think we got to cannibalism yet. You and Austin stared at each other. Time freezes. And the two of you hold your breath. Cautiously, you round the corner of the pillar and look. The guard's buried under a tangle of metal. You can't even see his legs like this. Okay, so they just killed a guy. His fallen flashlight had rolled enough to illuminate his chest where you see a spreading pool of blood soaking into the dirt. His hand twitches once, then stops. Austin lets out a choked sob. Oh my god! Oh my god, is he dead? Did I kill him? Your pulse is roaring in your ears. The adrenaline burns the fog of your brain. Call for help. You should call for help. But your eyes snag the fence, your car beyond it, and the awful stillness of the night. If we call, they'll know we were here. The cops, the breathalyzer, my license. Austin paces, muttering. He keeps saying he didn't mean it. We're both high. Austin's drunk. I drank a little too. We're trespassing. They'll blame us. We'll lose everything. You mean Riley? 'Cause yeah. What a lovely moment to say this after panicking about accidentally killing a guy. It's like, I know you're panicking about the fact that you killed somebody, but like, you're kinda hot. But no, valid. Austin. Yeah. Oh my god. You crouch beside the guard, your hands hovering, but not touching. There's too much blood. The smell of iron is heavy in the air. Sure, alright. He's not moving. Oh god, he's not moving. Austin's voice cracks. Riley, what do we do? You meet his eyes. They're terrified and childlike. Give me your jacket. You step forward, and as you extend your hand towards him, voice low and urgent, he hands it to you, and your world narrows to a few frantic tasks. You kneel and use the jacket to brush away your shoe prints from the surrounding area, trying to make it look natural. Covering up the crime scene. my bad. You're the one saying unhinged shit in the chat. My bad. Your hands are clumsy and shaking, but you steel yourself. Austin's stomach lurches. He bends over. He bends over and dry heaves. I think I'm gonna be sick. You snap your head around. No. If you throw up now, they'll know we were here. They'll find us. Whatever you do, don't throw up. He nods, white face, and forces it down. Ew. You grab him by the arm and retrace your steps through the night. Where his hands had left marks on the machinery, you brush at the surface, streaking the dust into confusing patterns. You shove a loose plank back over one disturbed patch, pull a tarp over another. God, bro is covering up the crime scene like crazy. Words. You boost Austin back over the fence first. He hesitates at the top, then drops onto the other side. You go last, palms scraping the metal. Neither of you speak until the car is moving. You keep your headlights off until you're on the main road. Austin's breath comes ragged, his eyes wet and empty. I'm sorry. We can't tell anyone about this. Ever. Okay, so that's why he was all, like, crazy about the, like, picture earlier when he's like, why does Austin still have this picture? Because it was after that party that this shit happened. Now I get why you'd be that concerned about that. We can't tell anyone about this ever. Okay. God damn. That was, like, not what I was expecting. Damn. Alright. Sure, have fun with that. You jolt upright, heart hammering, the sound of metal still ringing in your ears. Oh my god. It had felt it had really felt like you were back there. The stink of wet dirt, the flashlight beam cutting through the dust, and Austin's voice, frail and breaking. The ceiling swims into focus. You used to check the news every morning, local section first, then the obituaries. Every day you braced yourself for a headline that never came. Worker found dead in late night Worker found dead in late night accident. Police suspect foul play. Nothing ever showed up. Not that week, not the next. Eventually they built something glossy there. It had glass walls and a cafe in the lobby. Maybe the owners of the property covered it up. Or maybe the man walked away after all. You never checked his pulse, you just assumed. Maybe that meant it didn't matter. That it was you and Austin's secret to keep. I was the reason why everything could stay normal. He trusted me to do that. And I liked that feeling. Knowing he needed me to hold things together. I really like the relationship going on here. And by like, I mean, like, you know, thematically, not like, it's not good. It's not a good relationship, but the whole thing with it, like, Austin being like, you'd do anything for me, and Riley being like, I want to feel like he needs me. I like that. It's very interesting. You stretch the stiffness from your neck and sit up. The glowing and vibrant TV from last night is a black mirror now. Your reflection looks slightly distorted in the curved surface. Ow! Fuck. My stomach has actually been hurting the entire time, come to think of it. I need it. And the water has not been helping because the water is warm and it's room temperature water, and I don't like room temperature water, but I haven't refilled my water bottle before starting stream. Blech. Sure, why not? I've never actually eaten a deer. I've had squirrel before. I don't know why I felt like that was related. Anyways. Yeah, because my step grandpa was was a hunter, and one time he just like brought a squirrel over and we had squirrel. At least I think this is a real memory. Imagine I tell people this and it was actually like some fucking dream that I had that I ate a squirrel and it didn't actually happen. Because that was a while ago. I think it's a real memory though. The glowing and vibrant TV from last night. Yeah, blah blah blah. Your body aches from sleeping like this, but you can still feel a kind of warmth clinging to the memory of last night. Kangaroo. Sounds tasty. No, it doesn't. Well, I don't know. What kind of meat is a kangaroo? Like, what texture of meat? What is Australian in response to? Laughter and trash talk. The fun of button mashing together. For a few hours, it was just you and him again. You rubbed the grit from your eyes. Okay, I'll probably end stream soon, maybe, possibly, it depends. But I do kind of want to talk to Austin first. You know, animals are all kind of the same, but I was thinking. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. I was wondering when he would start thinking about that. Humans are supposed to taste like pork, right? I figured, why not? After that, I'm sure I'll be good as new. You stare at him. He says it like a joke. His expression tells you that it's not. Human? Somehow the thought doesn't repulse you like you had expected it to. That's what I'm saying. You're being a little bit surprisingly, like, passive about how unhinged Austin is being. But also, maybe I'll continue streaming a little bit longer. It depends on, like, how the next bit of dialogue progresses, because I am curious. Somehow the thought doesn't repulse you like you had expected it to. I mean, you very fucking just went and grabbed someone's cat and gave it to him. At this point, it's like, what won't you do for him? Right? Am I, like, right? Like, what won't you do for Austin? It was what Austin wanted. Yep, that's what I'm saying! What? Oh my god! Riley! If it'll make you happy, I'll do whatever it takes. Oh my god, Riley. They should. They absolutely should. You're so real for that. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so what are we doing right now? Are you gonna, like, bite into me, or am I gonna grab someone? Am I gonna go kill someone? What's the deal, though? So real and valid. They're so fucking gay. I love it. I love it so much. You're already thinking about where, about who. This is, oh my god. You know where you could find someone? Only a few floors down. Are you gonna kill that guy? Oh, like, there was, like, that guy that was, like, not supposed to be there or whatever, that was, like, crashing in I think he was, like, crashing in an empty apartment or something? Or, like, and he's, like, not actually supposed to be there. Is that what we're about to do? That might be it. I was wondering what the relevance of that guy was. I was like, why is this conversation important? Only a few floors down. Can you come with me? Right, we're about to go kill a guy. Fun. Okay, maybe I'll stream a bit longer because I do want to see how this progresses. What floor was that on, actually? So which door is it that I'm supposed to go through? It's this one? Yeah, no, it was like some, like, homeless guy, I think, that was, like, in an apartment that he wasn't supposed to be in, or something like that, that I helped him with something, and I don't remember the full context, to be honest. So I don't remember what doors I'm supposed to be going through. They're not highlighted like they should be. Is it? It's not this one, right? Because that's the one that I just, like, came out of, so it wouldn't be that. I don't think. It's this? Oh, yeah, okay. You bang on the door. You hear shuffling from behind the door. Guy crashing in 3. Oh, I feel. What voice did I give this guy? I forgot. You're that guy. It wasn't that. You're that guy from the other day. I don't need help right now. Come back some other time. Oh no, I feel so bad. I don't want to kill him. He was chill. He was chill and nice. Let Austin eat you, man. Like, just let him bite into a bit of your side. It'll be fine. Open the door. Huh? Didn't you hear me? I said I'm not interested in what you're selling, buddy. AKA, leave me alone. Looks like you're gonna force your way in. Surely there is something in this building that can break it down. Am I gonna have to grab the axe? Wait, is that downstairs? Where's the axe again? Which door? I know there's an axe somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know which doors I'm supposed to be going through. They're not highlighted, like, on the way down. They're only highlighted on the way up, which is weird. There you go. Am I actually gonna do this? You open the emergency case and take the axe. As you lift it, the head shifts ever so slightly. It'll have to do. Okay, well, I'm sorry, guy. We're gonna eat you. I know you were, like, chill and all, and I helped you and stuff, but, like, you know, Austin wants what Austin wants, and I'm a fucking, like, partner and, no, I wouldn't say partner, just an accessory to Austin. Whatever crime Austin wants to commit, I have to do it for him. You come back, accidentally. You raise it above your head and swing it down. It sinks into the floor. Also, how are you doing this so, like, willingly? How are you, like, so convinced you're not gonna get police called on you? After, like, breaking down a door. Like, even if the guy is technically not supposed to be in here, so he's like, no one's really gonna miss him. But it's like, it is a little suspicious if you use the axe to literally break down the door. What the hell? You grip the handle and swing it down again, sending splinters of wood flying out from the door. Yeah, he's just like... I wouldn't say like partner in crime, he's like an accessory to Austin. In the sense of like, he just does whatever Austin wants, which makes him like, not morally correct. You swing the axe down a third time, but when it hits the door, it goes at an angle. The already weakened shaft shatters and it breaks, the head still stuck in the door. The door is broken enough at this point where you can kick it down. You lift your foot and kick at where the door meets the frame, and you manage to break it open. You reach into your backpack and pull out the hunting knife. Well, I'm sorry, man. What the hell? There's something wrong with you. Yep, there is in fact something wrong with me. Oh my god, Snapchat, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, I don't care. I don't care. Stay away from me. Oh, am I gonna have to catch you? Alright, alright, alright. Hey, buddy. Wait, can I run? Can I run? I can run. Okay. You managed to corner the man. If this is about me living here unauthorized, I can pack my stuff up and go. I don't actually message on Snapchat. I use it for, like, recording things because it's easier sometimes. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And the only people that I have added on Snapchat are Yoshi and my aunt. But I literally don't actually message on Snapchat. I never really do. If this is about me living here unauthorized, I can pack up my stuff and go. Just let me oh no, it was his cat! No! I didn't remember that. I don't know if that was relevant. Oh no. Well, your cat's gone, so you might as well, like, you know, come with us anyway, so you can meet your cat. It'll be fine. We have your cat with us. You know? If you just come with us, you'll get to see your cat again. Just let me find my cat and you'll never see me again. No violence required. What do you think? Oh, I stabbed him, I think. The knife finds its mark as if it were its only purpose. At first there's a bit of resistance as the tip of the blade pierces through layers of fabric. Then it gives. It slides. Well, you're gonna get to meet your cat again. It's fine. It slides through as if it had been waiting for this. The way the warmth spilling across your fingers feels almost pleasant. Okay, well, yeah, you're... Riley. You're shaking. You can't tell how long it's been. And if the shaking was from disgust or from how easy it was. How long it's been? Have you stabbed a guy before? Or are you just talking about how long it's been since you've killed someone? How natural it all felt. What are you talking about? Have you done this before? Okay. Okay, so you're just talking about, like, how long it's been since you've just killed a guy. Last time it was an accident. Before, with that man at the construction site, there was a sense of shame. Sad. Oh my god. Before, with that man at the construction site, there was a sense of shame. Guilt had chewed through you for weeks. You couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. You thought that was proof that you were still good. You ran from it then. But now, with the knife glistening with blood in your hands, it's different. There's no rush of horror or the collapse under the weight of your actions. This time, it was your choice. Oh my god. The man doubles over in pain. You push him over and he topples to the floor. You look down at your blood-stained hands and the puddle spreading beneath the man's body and realize you don't hate yourself for it. Well, Riley, okay. Deep inside yourself, something gives way. The tension that's been coiled in your chest unravels all at once, and before you can stop it, a sound escapes. Okay, so you're just unhinged. Oh, it left the text box. Your laughter... I also didn't click it either. It... Your laughter left the confines of the text box. It starts small, then builds. It's shaky, breathless, breaking into gasps. An outside observer might mistake it for joy or madness. It's neither. It's everything you've held back for years, pouring out all at once. Austin wastes no time. He kneels down on the ground, grabs the man by his hair, and lifts him up. When Austin's teeth meet the man's neck, you don't look away this time. You know what? Sure, man. Sure. If you wanted to be. When Austin, you don't look away this time. A deep crimson soaks into his clothing, blending the strange stains on his jacket into one solid swath of color. Austin devours him. You take a step back to watch. The sound of tearing and swallowing fills the air. The man gurgles and spasms once more before falling limp in Austin's unyielding hands. When it's over, Austin stands. Blood clings to his face, hands and throat. You draw in a breath and axe. Oh my god. Just tell me what you want tomorrow, Austin. I'll make it happen. Oh, that was an ending? Shit. I wonder how many endings there are, because I know there are other endings. I'm definitely not going to do any more endings this time. And if I do other endings, I'm going to look up how to do them, because I'm not going to try to figure that out by myself. But... because there was, like, way too many choices for me to try to figure that out by myself. But that was good. Like, it was a little slow to start up for me personally, like, just the beginning was really slow. But I want more lore! That can't be the end. Like, I mean, obviously, I do know that... Oh. I do know there's other endings, because I did see, like, that there's, like, a multiple endings video or whatever. But I do want more lore on, like, what it is with the, like, meat thing with Austin. Like, why that happened in the first place. Did, like, the bear infect him with something? Like, do you get more information on that and why that happens? Like, why is he fucking unhinged all of a sudden and he's like, oh, I'm gonna eat a steak, and then he's like, I want some organs, and you bring him the chicken hearts, and he eats them raw, and then he's like, I want something fresh and wriggling, and he fucking bullies you about it, and he's like, go find the rabbit in a rabbit trap, and you don't find the rabbit in the rabbit trap, and then some guy kills a deer, and you're like, huh, might as well take home the deer, and then you eat the deer raw. Then he's like, oh, go get that guy's cat. Go grab the fucking cat that's always hanging around, and it's like, oh man, you know, I'm gonna just drink blood from the cat. It's like, oh, let's go kill a guy. Let's go kill a dude and eat that guy. You know, what, like, it's very interesting, but why? Why does it happen? Why is he unhinged all of a sudden? Why? Where does the sudden craving for meat come from? I'm curious about that. And yeah, like, again, the game was like a little bit slow in the beginning for me, because it's just like, you know, so much like extra fluff in my opinion, where it's like, oh, go pick up the prescription for your mom, go do the job, go like, what was it, like, you gotta, I don't know, there was like a lot of extra stuff. I mean, maybe some of it is relevant to other endings, and I do want to know what the other endings are. Or maybe, like, I might not do the other endings on stream. I might not even play it for myself, because I honestly don't really want to. I'll probably just watch someone's playthrough of it to see all the endings. Because I am very curious about the other endings. But I don't want to play this on stream again. Because honestly, I put it off for like 3 weeks because it's like I was just so tired and I didn't feel like playing anything that required me reading, and especially with this game, I honestly don't know if it was something with the font. If it was something with the font that like made it harder for me to read, because I'm gonna be so real, like I don't. Like, I do usually struggle with reading. But I feel like there was something about this that made it, like, more of a struggle to read through. I'm not sure what it is. So hi, Yoshi. I don't think you're did the 30 seconds end? Are you still watching ads? I don't know. Ow! But, hi. Right, yeah. So if I do, like, because I am curious about the other endings, I am probably just going to watch someone else's playthrough to see the other endings, because I don't want to stream this again. Because it was really difficult to read through. Like, I do genuinely wonder if it had something to do with the font that made it, like, especially difficult for me to read, because I'm gonna be, like, I was saying it while I was in ads, but neither of you guys could hear me say that because it was an ad, but I was saying that it's, like, obviously I'm kind of dyslexic and I usually struggle on the reading front, but I feel like something about this game made it more of a struggle to read through, and I'm wondering if it was, like, the font or something. I don't know. Like, this was, like, especially difficult for me to read compared to other things I've gone through. Damn, that sounds kind of homophobic. Anyways, yeah, I do want to see the other endings. Yeah, like, I struggled reading ISAP, but I don't think it was, like, nearly as bad as this. Because, like, there was something about this specifically where I struggled with, like, getting correct cadence to things. It wasn't even it wasn't even just that I was, like, struggling to read in general. I was struggling to get, like, the correct cadence to how the phrase should be said. So yeah, I'm gonna go with it was probably the font. Otherwise, I liked it. Going to watch someone's playthrough to see the other endings because I'm not gonna stream this again. But I do need to figure out what I want to stream. I do have other games on the list, but I just wanted to, like, get through this first before trying to, like, figure out anything else. Why did Autobot, block one of your messages? Damn, hold on. There you go. I allowed your message through. Fucking Autobot. And also sometimes it depends. But anyways, yeah, my voice, I can feel my voice leaving. I need to, like, stop talking now. I'm going to die. So, yeah, ending stream. What do you mean don't end? The game ended! I got an ending! Oh, I hit my mic. What else do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? The game has ended. Although I do want to check out the gallery. What do we got here? Okay, we got, like, sprites of... Can I open them? Can I not open it? I want to open the images so I can look closer at them. Hello? It's not gonna let me open the images? The fuck? Sit in silence? Why? Why would I do such a thing? Yeah, I really do want to know more lore with like what his craving for meat came from. Like, why did that 24-hour? I think not. I really do want to get other endings. I just really don't want to read anymore. I also, and again, I would have to, like... Actually, you know what? I am curious about one thing. I actually don't know which save that was. Was it 7? I don't think it was 7. It was not 7. I want to know what happens if you don't carry home the deer in that one part. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna go from here. Actually, no, wait. Hold on. Can I load... Wait. Yeah, okay. I am curious about this. Why would you do a 6-7 meme in my chat? How dare you? You see the deer's twisted body, even though I'm not gonna, like, if this, like, leads to a whole plethora of other things for another ending, I'm not gonna go through all that, but I am just curious of, like, what Austin's reaction if you don't bring home anything in this part is. You see the deer's twisted body. Even though it died only a few moments ago, there's a fly already buzzing over it. The thought flashes in your mind for a second, but you don't pick it up. It isn't what you would normally do. I rate the Yowie solid 8 out of 10. Even a 9, maybe. I don't want to drop a 10 out of 10 too, like, easily. But I am a fan of, like, the toxicness of, like, again, I mentioned it earlier, Austin being like, you'd do anything for me, and Riley feeling always, like, liking the feeling of Austin needing him. We do need a kiss. Yeah, we do need a kiss. I don't know if there might be one in the game for all I know. I just haven't gotten that ending or that route. Dragging Roadkill home to feed your recovering friend feels wrong, even if he's mad at you. You don't have to give in just because he asks. You take a step back and head towards the man by his car. He looks more helpless now, shifting from foot to foot, glancing at his phone. Maybe the towing company didn't answer, or his signal is bad. Make out ending. Sir, if you'd like, I can give you a ride back into town, or drop you off at home or the towing company. That way you're not out here in the dark waiting. The man pauses, considering then nods. I keep reading things too fast. You know what? Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Where would you like to go? Home or the towing place? Towing place sounds best. You gesture towards the passenger seat. Hop in. I'll get you there. Hello, man. He settles in, giving you a tired but grateful smile. Thanks, son. Not many people would do this these days. The two of you chat lightly on the way to the towing company. Why is my phone making noises? The towing company comes into view, and the man who you now know as Walter steps out and gives you a grateful nod. My throat is hurting. Next to the towing place is a small 24-hour burger joint. You pull in, order something simple for Austin, and head back to his apartment. Okay. How is this gonna go? I don't want to play too much longer because I'm tired. I just want to know how the conversation goes. Oh my god. I don't understand what kind of apartment has this many boxes in the halls. Like, I understand boxes being in the halls, like a bit of them, but like, why is there boxes everywhere? Whose boxes are these? Oh god. Hey, blah blah blah. I already read that. Yep, and he's angry. Where's the rabbit? There was a rabbit, but it was cold, and then I thought someone hit a deer. Why would you specify? He's gonna be even more mad. You could have just said, I didn't find any, and at least, like, you could have, like, maybe had, like, a little bit more, like, wriggled your way out of it a little bit more. If you say, yeah, I did see a thing that you wanted, but I didn't bring it, you're just setting yourself up for failure. And then I thought someone hit a deer on the road, but I didn't bring it home. It didn't feel right. Riley, what is wrong with you? Didn't feel right? He says those words back at you, slowly as if they're foreign. Not right. Says who? Says me, because it makes me uncomfortable. Maybe you're used to handling dying animals, but I'm not. Austin laughs bitterly. Oh, so your moral compass is what decides what's right and wrong in the world, is it? You're always pushing what you think is correct on other people. I'm so sick of it. You feel an ache in your chest. You aren't angry. You're exasperated and sad. Why is he fighting you like this? Oh, my headphones are dying. Why is he fighting you like this? He's your best friend. You don't want to argue. You only want him to recover. You open your mouth to respond, but close it. Austin's jaw clenches. He storms into his room, the door slamming behind him. You place the burger carefully on the table where he can see it and leave without another word. Oh, I go home this time. Okay. I don't want to be streaming anymore, though. That's the bathroom. I thought I was going to my room. Which one's my room? No, that one's my mom's room. This is my room. Alright. Oh, never mind. I'm supposed to go to the bathroom. Take a shower. Bleh. Look in mirror. I look worse than I feel, I think. Okay. My headphones are dying, so I am going to have to end stream. I'm just going to let Riley shower, go to bed, maybe save. But I'm probably still not going to stream this game again, but... You strip off your clothes and head to the shower. The hot water washes away the grime and dirt of the day, along with the tension that has been coiling inside your chest. Fucking freak in the chat. along with the tension that has been coiling inside your chest. Every drop seems to carry a bit of relief, even if the image of Austin's anger lingers. Alright, off to bed. And then I'm ending stream because my throat hurts and my headphones are dying. Oh my god. Pee-pee time. You lie restlessly in bed, shifting from one side to the other. Sleep eludes you for a while, but eventually exhaustion finally drags you under. Is there gonna be a flashback? Because if there's gonna be... Okay, good. You wake up. Your body aches, a dull and constant reminder of the long day of hiking in the woods the day before. Your legs throb as you shift in your bed. Your heart aches too. Austin's bitter words linger painfully like pressure on a bruise. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I have to end stream now. My throat is dying, and not even in the... There's a burger! And not even for a good reason. So anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Outro things, whatever people say at the end of streams. I'm tired and I'm dying. Goodbye.